talking. I'm just like, bitch, I better look
And
nice.
we're live. The most stereotypical stream intro of all time.
Oh.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to RFC After Hours episode... Oh, shoot. I fucked the camera up. All right, there we go. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to RFC After Hours, episode number 57.
Good fucking job.
I'm your host, AugieRFC. How we doing?
All we can see is Bowblax.
The most important people are on screen.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like not used to...
Hey, Josh, go fuck
yourself.
I'm so not used to the camera at all. Is my camera like freezing on screen?
No, it
Make
isn't.
sure, let me know.
You're
I just
fine.
realized that by showing
you're
the camera
fine.
on the screen, I can't see the chat because I'm using the. I gotta like actually wait.
This is why I told you if you.
I'm literally stupid. I can use my other monitor. All right. Welcome everybody to RSC After Hours. The show's a little bit different.
Only see Bowblax.
What do you mean?
It's only Bowblax.
What are you talking about? It's the
You
both
can
of
On
us.
our screen,
Bowblax and you.
well, we can see you and Bowblax.
You
And that's it.
You see me and Bowblax. What? I don't understand what the problem is.
Then why the fuck are we? Why do we have our cameras on?
What are you guys
Let's
talking
discuss,
about?
Skully. We're obviously not needed.
All right, shut the hell up,
Yeah,
guys.
clearly.
The show's a little bit different right now. We're in like a bit of a transitional period. I'm like working on like all kinds of stuff to like improve like the overall quality of the show. But basically, like what you're seeing is like like when you're like driving and like you see like they're doing construction and it looks like AIDS, but then when they're like done, it looks really nice. That's what we're in right now. You know.
So you're in AIDS. Got it.
Yeah, the show
Yeah.
looks like AIDS right now, but it's gonna look real good when I'm done with it.
you know
We're
what
also
makes it
going
not
back to
look AIDS?
webcam, and I'm not used to doing stuff on camera. I used to do this all the time, but I haven't done it in a while, so I got to get like re-used to it. So that's why this like looks kind of like AIDS right now. But you know what? We're gonna roll with it. We're gonna do this. Welcome to the show, everyone. Let's see how who we got in the chat right now. We got Conquer Kills, Jim, Jinx, Gamzee. We didn't name this podcast. Even Steven, DM King. Who else do we have in here? Ring of Galleon. And one more. Who else do we have? Cursed Ferret. What's going on, everyone? How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Shout out to everyone who tuned in early, who was expecting the boomer music.
Shave Bowblax.
Oh my god. What's that?
Shout out to the
Shave.
one guy who disliked.
Yeah, why aren't you shave? Like, what the hell's like wrong with you, dude?
No, yeah.
Hey, Augie.
Also, you
know
need to
what,
remember to look at the camera, Bowblax.
Because
really
I have the stream over on this monitor, and then I
So-
have my camera over on this monitor, and I
Move
like
the goddamn fucking webcam then.
God.
like,
Hey,
okay, so
hey, Augie,
check it
you know
out.
what to make this look like? Less ass?
What's that?
Show me and Shauna.
All right, we also are joined by Mystic, and of course Skully, who's gonna be here for the last week of the show.
this week, yeah. Oh god, I'm so zoomed in.
Yeah.
It's a mood. This is so strange.
This is like we're still like
This is-
figuring out like how to like fix all this. So yeah, basically like whoever's like talking, I'm gonna have to like manually like do it. Who's the lesbian on the left? Yeah, I don't know, man. I think your stream's a little inverted. What's going on, Crazier? How you doing, man? Honestly, I like the new stream setup. Yeah, we're gonna. It's like hella crusty right now, but we're gonna figure all it out, all the new stuff
Augie,
out.
there is another way
shortly.
you could do it. You could shrink your camera to fit into the window of where your logo is.
It's too complicated. Don't worry about it. Don't.
You fucking boomer.
It's too
Like,
complicated,
that's
right?
so easy.
actually-
Stop. Stop. Oh my god. All right, let's go ahead and
Boomer
get in. Shut the hell up.
RFC.
All right, let's get into our first topic right now. So I'm going to go and switch to my view here and let's go ahead and jump into the first topic because we're doing this like there's no music. So we got to basically like jump right into this. I've got the chat loaded up on the side here.
Jump right into this.
Oh, so what are you guys so much complaining. It's been a week. I've spent a week in slumber, all right? I'm back. All right? We got to make this we got to make this a serious show.
yeah,
Alright.
dude, we have a lot of juicy topics that have been piling up over the last week.
There's so much to pick from, really. I mean, I picked like probably the worst week to take off because so much has happened. I mean, we had, of course, the Pro Jared situation, which we didn't even really properly cover on this show. Then, of course, the James Charles drama and the whole like commentary community, kind of like falsely going with the pedophile or / predator allegations, only for that all to be cleared. Which, by the way, some people have apologized. I think like Alex has issued an apology and like a clarification of events. Kavos has. So 2 guys that I've been dumping on for a while now actually came forward and showed the courage to actually like apologize and clarify misinformation. So you got to give them credit there. It's impossible not to. I mean, that's genuinely good stuff. Good job, Alex and Kavos. But of course,
I now have my favorite copy pasta of all times.
Oh yeah, we'll get into that a little later. Of course, we also have Ian Miles Cheong got a brand new job. Congratulations, Ian Miles Cheong. Ralph wrote an article on Ian Miles Cheong, and actually DeOrio of all people was the one to notify me of it in the first place because I didn't even know. And then he said it was like really brutal and stuff. So we'll be taking a look at that. What else do we have in here? Of course, Jake Paul back in the news, confronting internet cyberbully Cody Code. We'll be taking a look at that a little bit. I'm a little interested in what's going to be going on there. I'm not really familiar with Cody Co, but I think it'll be a funny watch just to skim through. What else do we have? Of course, Tfue suing FaZe Banks, or not FaZe Banks, the FaZe clan in general, but Banks being the main guy, calling out, going at him on Twitter. We saw some funny stuff there, and I'm sure much more is going to be happening. I did ask DeOrio to come on to talk more about that because he's more in line with that sort of esports gaming scene. So he's going to be more. He's going to be more like how should I say it? More familiar with that sort of subcategory on YouTube. I'm delving into a lot of areas that I'm not really too familiar with, but I thought there was a lot of interesting topics going on, and it's been a week, so we got a lot of stuff to go over.
And Scarce just uploaded today.
Oh, that's right. That's a little breaking news, to be honest with you. Scarce is back. It's actually funny because I saw like a tweet from No Fuckers. He's basically like, anyone know like what the hell happened to Scarce? I mean, he's been gone for so long now, and he just uploads out of the blue randomly. It's like, all right, Scarce is back. We'll take it. All right, then.
Jonathan has returned.
He has returned. I mean, I don't think Scarce is ever... I don't think there's any like concern of whether or not Scarce is in danger or not. I mean, Scarce does what Scarce does. He has his own schedule. He does his own thing. He doesn't take YouTube too seriously anymore. I mean, he's just kind of chilling. But anyway... How about we go through Pro Jared's statement first? He has returned, at least temporarily, to provide a statement of events. And I actually haven't read this yet. I know Bowblax is a little more familiar with this. But I'm going to be reading through his statement that he put on Twitter. And we're going to be taking a look at how good of a response this could be.
Which one?
My guess is it's not going to be good. My guess is it's not going to be good.
What 16-year-old or his statement?
His statement.
His statement. Did he apologize to the 16-year-old?
Yeah.
Yeah, in DMs.
Oh, wow.
And
right.
the 16-year-old posted the DM. Yeah.
Here's his statement right here. Let's go ahead and get into this. I am deeply sorry to anyone who's seen the accusations, vitriol, or unwanted photos that my former partner Heidi and others have been posting online since last Wednesday, May 8th, 2019. How much you want to bet? That's a day he'll remember. He'll remember that day very well for a long time.
Yes, ma'am.
The truth is that Heidi and my marriage has been in a bad place for some time. I never wanted any of those details to become public for both Heidi and my mental well-being, but they have, and the accusations being made now must be addressed. A few years ago, Heidi asked me if we could have an open polyamorous marriage. I recognize now that this request and my willingness to go along with it was an unhealthy attempt to solve deeper issues that had developed within our marriage. Heidi had taken several casual partners and had been in a more serious relationship with another partner since 2017, whether done to make her own actions feel justified or because she genuinely believed it would help me build self-esteem. Heidi suggested that I also engage with other women. So he's a cuck, basically. Is that what he's coming out and saying?
Yep.
Oh,
Either
God.
that or
he had an
got
emotional
all those
connection, not a sexual one. That's what I'm reading from this. Interesting. All right. Let's see what else he has to say. Heidi encouraged me to tell Holly that I was developing feelings for her. When I did, things changed with Heidi. She became angry and vindictive and did not want me to speak with Holly anymore. She called me a cheater and claimed that I was destroying our marriage because of my affair, even though she continues to have other relationships with other partners. I never wanted to destroy our marriage, and I spent months after doing what I could to repair it through couples therapy and extensive individual therapy. Those close to me witnessed Heidi's behavioral towards me on many occasions and have begged me to leave for some time. I was I was many things during this time, including embarrassed, scared, and broken, but I was never the abuser. I made several attempts to leave, starting in October 2018, but each time she refused to let it happen, threatening to destroy my career and to harm others if I left. Despite all of this, I tried to end things amicably. I helped Heidi find a new place to live and paid the initial deposits. I bought her a car to facilitate her independence. I formally filed for divorce on May 13th, 2019. And have structured my attorneys to make sure, or I've instructed my attorneys to make sure she receives her fair share of what I earned while we were together. By the way, thank you for the super chat. I'll be checking all like donations and stuff. I did bring back the notifications out of popular request, and I'll be checking the donations here once I'm done reading the statement. But I do appreciate it. Let's go ahead and keep reading. I genuinely never wanted any of this to happen, but I have finally realized that I have no other choice. Even though I have been tempted to put information out online that shows my side of the story, I don't want to further stroke the fires of what should be done, what should be a private matter between us. My hope is that both of us continue to pursue therapy and come out of this unfortunate situation better people. But I want everyone to know that any other interactions I may have had with any other women were known to and encouraged by Heidi and were had with only the purest and lawful of intentions. I'm sorry to everyone that I've disappointed. I realize that as a public figure, I'm held to a higher standard. I have made my share of mistakes, but I've only ever tried to do what's best for Heidi and me. Whew, that's quite the statement there. What do you guys take of this?
The statement itself is riddled with lies, and then it also has...
Oh, really? I'm curious.
It also had... he also avoids certain things, like how he sent nudes to underage people, because he does know he did that. He did send a apology to the person in DM, so he does know he did that. He just didn't address it. Yeah.
Lies, deceit, and slander, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Also, like, we have proof of him lying specifically in that thing, even like regardless of what Heidi says, because he said he filed for divorce on the 13th of May, but then in his initial statement, he said he filed for divorce with Heidi, and that was posted on the 8th of May.
Oh, really? No.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, that's a pretty... That's a very easily checkable lie, though. Like, I'm surprised, like, if he was gonna lie in this, he'd make a lie that's so easy to be, like, verified in his last tweet. So he's already lying about that. All right, well, given those two lies, that have been stated, I'm not really inclined to believe any of this. I mean, not that I was much inclined before, but yeah, it just seems like this is riddled with holes. What's that, Skully?
Well, I was watching Loudmouth yesterday. I don't really watch the Loudmouths that often, but when I was watching it yesterday, I saw the fact that Quite and them were talking about how shady it was seeing Pro Jared and Heidi together at PAX East, which happened before the announcement of the divorce.
When was PAX East?
March. They were kind of like suspect of it back then.
Yeah. So. Well, that's interesting that you bring that up, because I was actually listening to Tommy C, Bowblax's favorite podcast, and and I was listening to that, and basically, I heard Gamer Lee Cullen, who is a friend of the show, former co-host of my old podcast RFC Live like a year ago. And he was talking about his personal experiences with Pro Jared, which have nothing to do with this case. It's just kind of interesting and almost opens the door to, what type of guy this guy really is. He was talking about how he met the guy at a convention back in 2012, and he was just a complete asshole to him. And then, I believe there's another case. Now I want him to call in to kind of explain, but he's basically talking about how Pro Jared is, like, really awkward, and he's an asshole to people in public and stuff like that. So really not a good dude. And he was definitely happy to see all this happen to the man. But yeah, definitely not good stuff. I'd say as a statement, it was definitely well written in a professional sense, as in, like, if you're if you had no clue who any of these people are and you just read it, you'd kind of want to believe the guy.
Yeah.
But knowing what we know now, it's like, it's so hard to take anything he says, like, seriously, or, like, it's hard to, like, be like, yeah, I kind of see where you're coming from, Pro Jared, maybe you're not a bad guy. It's like, we know this guy's a bad guy. There's really nothing saving him.
He also heavily victimizes himself in the statement.
Yeah.
So.
Like, yeah, that's true. He's like, no, guys, it's almost too convenient too. It's like, no, guys, it wasn't that she's the victim and I was treating her like shit. It's actually the complete opposite. It's like, yeah, what a convenient, turn of events. It's a little too convenient to believe, especially, knowing what we know about the guy. I don't know. I'm not really buying it. But yeah, there's Pro Jared's statement. Now, Skully, you did mention that he did make an apology to the 16-year-old trainee girl that he apparently sent his dick pic to or something along those lines.
Let me see if I can pull up the link to
that.
Yeah,
go ahead and pull that up so I can show that on screen. Let me go through Super Chat. $5 from Down Forward Punch. Welcome back, Nibba. Thank you for that donation, man. I appreciate it. It feels good to be back, man. Like I said, the show's a little off the rails right now. A little, it's in that like construction mode, right? Where we're working on stuff. It looks like kind of AIDS right now, but by the time I'm done, it's gonna look real good and real. It's gonna be real professional looking. In fact, tomorrow I'm actually gonna go out to the store and buy a brand new capture card for my Twitch stuff, but also a brand new camera that's gonna be 1080p, 60 FPS, good colors and stuff like that. It's gonna be great. I'm actually gonna go out to the store and buy that tomorrow because I just checked and it's in stock. So yeah, I'm gonna be really up in all throughout the summer. I'm gonna be up in the production, not just in terms of show graphics, but equipment as well. In fact, I want to actually build a new PC by the end of the summer so I can like start doing some GTA again, stuff like that with webcam and all kinds of crazy effects. But let me go ahead and pull up. Yeah, let me go ahead and pull up this apology right now. So he DM'd the girl, the apology. Yeah. All right, well let me paste that in, and we'll take a good look at this. All right, this is coming from. Is this coming from the person supposedly? Yeah. All right, is this? This is part of a whole chain of events going on here.
That's the whole thread.
Okay, here's the apology I got from Jared. I firmly believe that Holly was the person who chose to speak to him on this matter. The apology is manipulative. He claims he struggles to remember the chats in any capacity, thus making it seem like I'm making it up. However, and let's take a look at Jared's apology here. I wonder how this is gonna go. Probably not well, if I had to guess. I apologize for making you uncomfortable. One of the individuals that you emailed chose to speak to me on the matter, and this is how I got into contact with you. They told me about this willingly and with the concern for all parties. I also want to apologize for my past behavior. I've not been healthy emotionally or mentally for a long time, and this is the cause of that. Nice. Yeah, I was in a bad headspace, guys. I didn't mean to send my cock to an underage kid. It's just I was really depressed, man. Real sad boy hours, obviously. I'm not making any excuses for anything. I want to own up to that bad behavior. This isn't bad behavior. This is an illegal action. This isn't like, a mistake you made, a dumb mistake you made as a kid. This is illegal. Like let's not undermine what's going on here.
He's retarded.
You sent your dick to a kid. That's not a bad decision or bad behavior. That doesn't even that's like understatement of the century. That is an illegal action.
Somebody's getting heated.
$2 from the Super Chat. Crimson Phoenix. Scarce made a new video 30 minutes ago. Yeah, I did see that. We'll be taking a look at that scene where our boy John is. I did see it. All right, let's keep reading, but we'll definitely take a look at that. I always did my best to be sure I was speaking with consenting adults. I feel certain I was upfront about only speaking with people who are over 18. If I had known your age at the time, I certainly would not have continued any kind of conversation or inappropriate behavior. I honestly struggle to remember the chats in any capacity. Real convenient. What are you, a politician?
Yeah.
You don't remember? You don't recall? What's going on here?
And I'm pretty sure, based off the statement this person gave, they said they told Jared that they were 16 at the time.
Yes.
And Jared kept doing it, but I guess he forgot that part. So.
Oh yeah, he just forgot. It's
he's like,
he's had so many sexual conversations with people over the internet. He sent his cock to thousands of people. He just forgot about this one specific case. He accidentally sent it to a minor. I mean, even if you take his word as true, it doesn't make him sound much better. It's like, what do you mean you forgot?
Yeah, even if it's an accident, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's like,
according to this person, it wasn't an accident, and like the chat logs kind of insinuate that it wasn't an accident either. So.
Oh, this doesn't look good. No, this doesn't look good. I've been getting a lot of therapy and attended a mental health retreat since then, so I'm doing things to better myself. I'm not looking to make excuses or justify anything either. I also want to make sure that you're okay, and then I'm sorry. Throw it at the end. Yeah. Oh, by the way, you okay? This is bad. This is worse than I expected.
He's a living mess. A living actual mess.
Oh, that was that's AIDS. Yeah. Let me go ahead and see if I can take a look at what chat's saying. I can only imagine they're very supportive of Pro Jared right now. We got 56 viewers. Surprised this many people tuned in, considering that I haven't streamed in quite a while. It's been a week, but it feels much longer than it has been. Let me go ahead and check in on chat. What's going on, Pugnit? A dead chat, is it? I don't know. What's going on, Irish Badass? Let's see. Mental treat is code for jail. Probably not, unfortunately. Augie's getting his first super chat paycheck tomorrow. Big ups. Am I? It's news to me. Hopefully, there's a lot of super. I haven't actually been paid yet for any of the super chats YouTube's given me.
Because it takes a bit.
Yeah, it takes a month to get the revenue from the last month.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, chat. What do you think? What do you think is going on with Pro Jared's apology? Let me go and pull up the super chats right here.
I don't even know why he's trying at this point. It's just making him look even worse.
Yeah, this is only gonna reawaken this whole sort of controversy right now.
Yeah, I mean, he was so lucky that James Charles, right after the statement, brought out his response video because it for a second it was all going from James Charles to Pro Jared, but then it quickly went back to James Charles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man.
I mean,
I'm actually curious now.
Part,
Did I want to know if his social blade went down? We gotta check this.
I think it's just been consistently steady. I don't.
Yeah, but was it going off a little bit and then they just lost a ton of them? I want to know.
I don't think so because this just was preaching to the choir in a sense.
Damn, he's gone under 700K. I guess it's not too surprising, but still. Let me go ahead and pull it up. Or under 800K. Let's go ahead and pull this up right now. Yeah, look at that. Oof. It's actually gone down more. Yeah, it brought back energy. So it's negative 10K, 6K, 5, 3, 3, 3, 4. And it's probably gonna do some more damage. So not much, but still. I think a lot of people were waiting for the apology. And then when it came out, we were just like, alright, fuck this shit. I'm out. Yeah. There's this thing. What about on Twitter? Let's go ahead and pull that up. What's this thing? Pro Jared. Let's pull that up right now. Yeah, it's not done well. It's not done well. I just want to point out, by the way, that his Twitter, if we can go there. Oh, that's his YouTube. Nope, we don't want that. No. No. We don't want to hear your voice there. I actually want to point out that his initial statement that started this entire thing. He put out a tweet 2 days later. I won't be able to make it to the descent this year, but I hope everyone attending has a great time.
Yeah, dude. He's trying to be above it all. And I even had another gaming YouTuber who used to be friends with Pro Jared. Had a little Twitter conversation with him, and he said that Pro Jared still had a loyal fan base to go back to after this. And I was just like, really, dude? He's like, there's still 800K there, and I'm just like. I don't know, there's still people who
any viewership he's gonna have left is just gonna be hate watchers at this point. Pretty much all of them are just gonna be there just to check in to see how many dislikes the video has or something like that. He's finished. I mean, I'm surprised if video's ever gonna upload again. I mean, even before this, he was having supposedly mental health issues, which is why he wasn't uploading for a year or something. So if he was having mental health issues back then, he sure as hell is all fucked up now. So I don't think he's gonna be coming back. I think he's finished. It's all over.
Yeah.
Now, it's not to say that I'm white knighting for Heidi or something. I see a lot of people are doing that. They're like, oh, Heidi's a saint or an angel or something like that. I don't know anything about Heidi. She could be just as much of a snake for all we know. But I mean, in this case, she got her justice. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, read her tweets before you make any definitive.
Yeah, but don't just be like, oh, because Heidi was right. Be like, oh, Heidi's perfect or something like that. No, I mean, look, she may be a perfectly nice person. She may be an asshole or something. I don't know, but she got her just desserts with this one. I'd say, and in a way that none of us predicted. I mean, when this whole situation first broke out, I think I predicted he'd lose 20K or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't expecting all this to happen.
Yeah, it got pretty big. And I think it's just because he's so memeable, too. Or I think it was mainly just because of all the dick pics coming out. That shit was crazy. But,
yeah. I mean, it doesn't do much to help your image when you have, your dick pics going out there. All right, we want to go into the next topic here. Now that we're done with Pro Jared. All right. Yep. I think we're finished with them for a good while. Let me go ahead and see what we got next up on the menu here. Oh, yes, of course, James Charles. Now, he put out a video. Now, Mystic, you were really covering the story on After Hours for the last time, so do you want to, give us, the news update here?
I am so fucking tired of this shit.
It's been going on for way too long.
Oh yeah. Oh fucking yeah. And if you were there for that episode, you saw how hyped I was to be like, yes.
We were all just like, you know, we were all just like,
Let's
I don't
go."
want to cover this. And then you were just like so into it and stuff. And then now it's just like, ah.
Fucking
Now
tired.
you realize you got tricked by Taddy, and you're like, fuck.
Wait, what's your stance on that? Like, do you think like he's perfectly cleared, or are you still on Taddy's side?
Right now I'm indifferent.
Indifferent?
I really don't care.
Probably a smart place to be honest with you.
Yeah, honestly, I don't care. The thing is, what I hate the most about this entire situation is that the level of understanding the commentary community has about the beauty community is so little, yet they are making these executive decisions and big statements, thinking they know something. However, it's like, honey, something like this happens quite often in the beauty community.
Does
just
it?
Not
Like,
to this
are they
scale.
always like
No,
snaking each other?
Oh yeah, on the constant. If there
Yeah.
is anything over a month where drama has not happened in the beauty community, it has been a good year. Honestly, no, like this shit happens all the time. Receipts are leaked, chats are leaked, someone says something racist.
Yeah.
Anything. This happens all the time.
Well, I remember like
So,
last year there was like this big story where it's like this girl. I even covered it on Red Fox Comms, my other channel, and it was like this one YouTuber or something. This like what was her name? It was like she had this like infamous apology where she was like crying all over the place.
Laura
or
Lee.
something. Yeah, exactly. Laura Lee. I covered that one, and yeah, I guess it happens a little more often, but
Oh, it does. The thing
A
is,
lot more
nobody's as like big as these people. That's the
Yeah.
thing. It just happens on much
well, all
smaller
these people like
scales and
blew
much
up like
smaller
in the past
scales.
year or something. So they have like their audiences are most of them are active.
No.
Right?
No.
Am I wrong on that? Okay.
You're wrong. Yeah.
What- Besides just the sizes of the audience, what made this story kind of more important to me is how Taddy was like a mentor to James Charles, and like there was all this emotion. It was like a dragged out 40-minute video where it's like, oh, I feel so betrayed by this person I put so much time into. And then the fact that that was also like kind of a manipulation of the audience is just like, just makes it a lot worse to me compared to some other like similar drama in the beauty community.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what I hate the most about the commentary community going so hard on this is that they try to apply logic to all of this.
No, it's about the
Planning,
emotion.
strategy, and stuff like that, as well as you're entering a community with a shit ton of petty bitches.
Yeah.
There is no such thing as logic.
Well, I saw Toast
in a
make that
room
argument
full
on
of petty
Twitter.
Bitches.
Right. But I saw
because
Toast
it's
make that
right.
argument on Twitter. I mean, we got to have like some sort of like when we're covering this, you know, some sort of like I know it's like commentary and it's all stupid in the first place and it's all like petty stuff. But I mean, there's got to be some sort of like, you know, standard we all hold to this or something. I don't know. It just seems
There
kind
are
of
no
weird.
standards.
Ah,
Everyone
that's-
can get backstabbed at any time. Your palette launches before mine and makes more sales. Oh, I had this DM about you 2 years ago where you said the N-word. Release?
Yeah,
Like,
basically,
seriously.
it's like part of the business. I feel at this point, like you gotta make drama to push the views and push the sales.
It is.
Because a makeup video is a dime a dozen. You're not gonna watch every single type of makeup, but with the drama, you're gonna want to pay attention to that. And the audience, which is primarily female, they love drama. So
Yeah,
I mean,
that's why
everybody
there's-
does, but
That's why beauty drama channels are its own separate community.
yeah.
We don't include them with drama channels. We don't include them with commentary. Beauty drama are its own, like, little group. That's
Yeah.
the thing. So, applying, like, oh, there was this tactic and that tactic, and you have to hold people to certain moral grounds. There is no moral grounds in beauty. It's a fiery snake pit. You just have to wait
Yeah.
for the next big explosion, and then it's happening, and then the next thing happens. Like it's non-stop beauty drama all the time. So like it's just the fact of the matter is, no, it's a bunch of straight guys trying to figure out how women's minds work. Women and gay men. And the fact that
I don't know. I think I did a decent job. But...
You did a decent job, yeah. But the thing is, you weren't grandstanding like Tommy C. You know what I thought was so funny?
Wait a minute. Wait, you gotta clarify.
No, jokes.
Okay.
But you know what I thought was so funny? I was listening to Tommy's stream the other day, and he goes, "Watch out, Jeffree Star." Do you know how many times Jeffree Star has been canceled and uncanceled throughout his entire career?
Ooh, don't get me started on Jeffree Star.
He has been exposed for literally everything, and this man is still gaining subscribers, homies unfazed.
Yeah, he's like the Keemstar. He's like the Keemstar of the beauty community.
He
He
is.
can go through any controversy.
He cannot be killed. Don't. No, honey, I've seen it all. You cannot kill Jeffree Star, no matter what you try.
Jeffree Star could dox somebody and get away with it.
Back in 2008, his career almost died because of him trying to take down an actual music group.
Yeah, but that's music. That's what's
back because that's where he was. That's when he was. That's where he started from. Was he was a model / musician?
Yeah.
Before he went into makeup, and just because he's invincible right now doesn't mean he'll be invincible forever. Because there's DMs going way farther back than YouTube's existence.
This whole community just gives me AIDS.
It is AIDS. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of interesting though.
Yeah.
I guess
Calvo's
like
just
interesting
released
from
a
like
video
a
with
perspective of,
thing.
you know, like the world, like YouTube's most sociopathic, egomaniac, assholes all in the same community that have like the mentality of like a 3-year-old girl all going at each other. Like, you sell more makeup than me, you're going down. It doesn't matter. You gotta get destroyed. All right, this cancel thing. You gotta get canceled. You gotta. It's so weird.
It's literally for marketing.
I mean, I expect this kind of stuff from like IBS or something crazy like that, but makeup, really now? I don't know.
Petty bitches trying to become millionaires.
Do you know how much money Tatty must have made off that Bye Sister video?
Was it monetized? I thought she had to unmonetize it.
No, the video itself was monetized, but the sales she would have got from the Halo Beauty, she literally, halfway through the video, she did a full-blown, like, advertisement spiel for Halo Beauty. Like, she got lots of sales off that.
It's disgusting. This whole thing is disgusting.
To be fair towards Toddy, though, Sugar Bear hair has been proven to be a scam.
Halo Beauty's probably a scam, too. Just get vitamin.
I mean, most of those non-FDA approved vitamins, 90% of them are scams. The ones where they're like, "This is an all-inclusive thing. Buy this." You see,
majority of vitamins are not FDA approved.
The ones that are harder to get, and they're usually ones that you have to get prescriptions for.
By independent sellers, yes.
Yeah.
But, like, majority of vitamins have to say they're dietary supplements because they're not FDA... Like, you can buy vitamin C from the vitamin shop.
The whole thing that confused me was, like, the whole, like, vitamin argument. The vitamins were for different things. Like, wasn't, like, the vitamins that James Charles promoted were, like, sleep vitamins, correct?
It is because... Yes, but it is because he was promoting Sugar Bear hair at all. He was promoting Sugar Bear at all.
Yeah, but it's for different purposes, so doesn't that make
matter.
It doesn't matter? Why?
No, it doesn't matter to Tati because they are still...
Yeah, that's my point. She's so petty. It's like, Jesus.
That's true. That's the beauty community for you, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, no one's safe.
Would you be petty for millions of dollars? Fuck yeah.
I mean, it's hard to say, but I'd like to... Obviously, you know what I'd like to say. But I guess it's hard to say because I'm no worried. But it's like, you know... This whole argument of, like, we have to hold these people to a different standard because it's the beauty community. They're known for being petty. They're known for being, you know, assholes and snakes to each other. It's like, no, why can't we hold them to the same standard?
We can hold them to the same standard.
Unless you're making that argument as, like, you know, perspective. Like, you're saying, like, perspective-wise, here's why these people act like they do. But let's not, you know, pretend like we can't hold them to the same standard. I mean, this is some serious stuff. Throwing down, like, pedophile, predator allegations or something like that. He's no predator. He's an asshole. He's not a predator. Like, that's a dangerous allegation to make.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the argument she's making is more so, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's more so you gotta understand the beauty community when talking about it. You gotta be well-informed to try and explain it properly and not not.
But if you're
necessarily
gonna
hold
call
it to
out
different
some
standards.
asshole for trying to ruin a 19-year-old kid's life over false predator allegations, why do you have to understand? Like, it's like I know what I'm seeing here. Snakery. That's what I'm seeing. So why do I have to understand that these guys are petty or predators? I already know. I can tell based off her video that's what's going on. You know, it's like I saw Tobes make a video on his Twitter, kind of explaining, kind of basically with the same thing you were.
He's gonna go more in depth about it. He's gonna he's gonna make a video. He's
he's
writing
gonna
a
make a
script
video?
right now. How I know that is he hired me to edit it. So, yeah.
Did you
so
just leak that?
No.
Oh, okay.
I've edited his Oscars video before, so I'm one of his editors.
Yeah.
But when he's not doing his own. But he said he's gonna make one too. So
Yeah. All I'm saying is, like, the videos that these commentators made, they're fine. Everything's fine. It's just that them acting so surprised is just like, if you know about the beauty community and like how they work in general.
Okay, I can
isn't
sort.
as surprising.
I guess, but
Yeah.
like we're dealing with a situation we've never really seen before. I mean, we're talking about negative at 1.2 million subs in like a day over one video. We've never seen damage like that on this platform before.
why I think that happened is because Tati, up until now, has been such an honest, reputable source in the beauty community. She has done so many no bullshit reviews on things that even she was sponsored for, that they held her truth to the highest standard. Up until now, she has not been in a controversial, like super damaging, like sure, maybe some disputes with some companies like Anastasia Beverly Hills, but like nothing to the extent where it's like ruining somebody's career or ruining her career or anything like that. She has been the mom of the community for years. Sure, she wasn't huge, kind of knew that she is kind of like the guardian of every beauty guru, and she's someone you can trust. So that's why I think that has had such a huge impact. You crossed Tati, you crossed her trust, and you just basically backstabbed like the most reputable woman ever.
Here's the thing. I think the fact that this is even going down, the fact that she even made her video and everything like that, has to do with Jeffrey being in her ear.
Yeah.
Jeffree Star.
Maybe. I don't know.
I say that because I have personal experience with the man, and I don't trust him as a person.
Do you want to go into
Wait,
that?
hold on,
Because I
stories?
find that a little interesting. Like, you have personal
Story time,
experience with
because I haven't
Jeffree
heard
Star.
Well, yeah. Okay. So back in 2006, between 2006 and 2008, I was doing band
MySpace
promotion.
days.
Yes, I was doing band promotion, and I was really active on MySpace and everything like that. And so that allowed me to do things like I met Jeffree Star at Warped Tour, talked to him a few times.
You
on
met like
MySpace.
everyone, like literally everyone.
And the thing is that it was just kind of how he was. Like, I would be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be working with this band soon, and he'd be like, oh, don't do that, don't trust them, don't anything like that. They're this, they're that, and he would get in your ear about stuff, especially if you worked with promoters and stuff like that, because he was trying to get on your good side while also manipulating you to prevent other people he didn't like from succeeding. And it pissed me off so much that I like just stopped talking to him. I was like, I don't care about your opinion. Here's a one hint for me. No one's opinion will ever change mine. I make my own opinions. I make decisions on my own stuff, and that's how it's always been. I was just a little bit older than you, Augie, when I met Jeffree. Jeffree's only like a year older than me.
No, this guy's been around like for a while, is what I'm gathering.
Yeah,
He has.
He's
because like
The internet made him.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I remember back when he was still not admitting that he was a dude, and he was just kind of like, I'm everything. And I remember when he did the song with Hollywood Undead, and I was talking with them on MySpace back in the day, and I was just like, oh, Jeffree, this might look bad in the future. And what's funny is the fact that nobody remembers that song except for like the
I honestly did not know he did a feature with Hollywood Undead, and I love Hollywood Undead, and you know that.
Yes. It's "Turn Off the Lights" is the song. He does the intro, and he has his own part where he's talking about stealing a chick's boyfriend and that having sex with the chick's boyfriend and then having them make out with the chick after.
Nice.
Is the part of the line. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I don't know.
So no, I don't like Jeffrey. Never really did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly, I screen grabbed something and gave it to Nick
So
for his
you're
video.
telling me like this guy Jeffree Star, like it's kind of like canceling Keemstar. It's not. It's never gonna happen.
Yeah, basically.
The only person who will cancel Jeffrey is Jeffrey being stupid enough to let enough people have enough proof on him. And
It sounds like he's been through this rodeo before, though.
Oh yeah, dude.
Not nearly. Okay, he hasn't had an audience this big that could potentially hate him.
Yeah, but still, he's gone through what? Kat Von D, old MySpace stuff. What else? A lot of racist old MySpace stuff. It's a lot of it is MySpace stuff, actually, funny enough.
Well, according to his Social Blade, he lost 40K on Saturday, but then he gained 4,000 on Sunday. This is so weird. This is what I don't get about this community. It's like you can lose literally everything, gain it all back the next day, then lose it all back again. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, the audience is extremely manipulative.
This is not how any other community works.
Push sales because the audience is extremely manipulative.
You know what helps him, though, is people being like, I may not like him as a person, but his product is good. A lot of it is his consumer base. That's something I learned from being in at least like around makeup marketing people, because I do go to a fashion school, but it does have a makeup marketing major. That's a mouthful. Wow. But as long as you have a solid consumer basis, like, you will never die. Like, for example, Huda Beauty is another very controversial brand. However, they sell at Sephora. And if you don't know what Sephora is, that is a store that is in literally every single mall across of America. And they sell there. And she will never die. Why? Because she has very good product. And her consumer base is strong. And his consumer base is strong, and he's his own independent seller. So, I honestly agree with the people who are like, I don't like him as a person, however, his product is good. I've never bought any because it's so fucking expensive. I don't have, like, the money to spend $20 on a single tube of lipstick this big. However, from what I've seen, it, like, pays off every time, and it's really good product, so he will always have his consumer base to be there for him in these times of drama. He will not lose a single penny. Why? Jeffree Star Cosmetics.
Yeah.
Yes.
It seems like Tattie's gonna lose the most out of this, to be honest, because you said she was such a reputable source for all this stuff, and then she does this, and it's proven that she can't be trusted, especially in such a major way with, like, you know, the emotional manipulation that was throughout both videos, the first one and the second one. It seems if Jeffree really was in Tattie's ear, and Tattie was just being like this honest, nice person, and just it got the best of her, and she made the video, and it wasn't like a full business move, then, you know, Jeffree pretty much screwed Tattie over. Although I do think Tattie did have some of her own malicious intent during that. But
I think we need to put all these guys in an island, kind of like the PUBG island, and give them some guns and
Hunger
let them
Games,
have it.
beauty games.
Hell yeah,
Why not?
dude.
And live stream it with super chats on. Why not?
Let's do it. Sounds great.
I think that's what we need to do. We need to take all these guys out back, because this whole community is just a cancer, and it's giving me AIDS just listening to it. Guys, if you want to call into the show and give your opinions on this gay shit before we go and jump into some other stories, then I'll give you the server key in a minute now. There we go. I gotta copy it.
Yeah, Crazier isn't waiting, so...
All right, we'll go and bring him in right now. All right, Crazier, you're on the air. Welcome to RFC Echoes. What you got, man?
I'm going to be honest. From the start, I was always skeptical about her first video. Not enough for me to have an opinionated on either side. All I did was be informative. But it's just like, the shit's just hit the fan, then not hit the fan, then hit the fan again, then hit the wall. It's like, what the hell is happening anymore?
Yeah,
See,
honestly,
I don't know.
I've never
honestly.
seen anything about this, but according to Mystic, this happens every day. It's okay.
Practically,
Not to this extent, though.
no, of course not to this scale. It's never happened to this scale. That's why it's literally everywhere. However, it's an often enough occurrence for like it to be I'm unfazed. Because I listen to it like all the goddamn time. Why? Because I am a bitch that loves her tea.
I like
All I'm gonna say-
tea too, but not this. This is too gay. Too gay. But that's why we
You don't have a uterus, so
that's why we have got Bowblax and Mystic on the team to cover.
The entire beauty community to me just seems like a bunch of hypocritical idiots waiting for the next person to be falling off their platform. Then they all dance around that pillar hoping that they're not goddamn next.
I predict all these guys are going to be in like a ditch next year.
the thing is, it's funny because Tozier got it exactly goddamn on the head. That's literally what sums up the beauty community. Good eyeshadow palettes, good lipstick, and drama. Summed up in one fucking sentence. Like, if it furthers their career, then good. They will talk about it in their next goddamn makeup tutorial. Get ready with me while I talk about this new drama. Oh, this is my lipstick. It is Happy Hour by Lip Paint, and so this bitch.
It's just like, oh, so my friends are now being knocked off his platform, but I could get many views. But it's my friend, I can get many views and money from that. Hey, bitch, what's up? Expose time.
Exactly.
It's what it feels like to me. Just going over this entire situation, it's just
That's
like,
it.
and
You're
also
not
the timing on her video. The tide was already turning against James at the time. He was already losing subs, and then Tati makes this video. It's just like too convenient of timing. Because this sponsor thing happened weeks beforehand, but it took her weeks, and conveniently she did the video right as the tide was turning against him already. People are looking for that one last thing to cancel him.
Huh.
Didn't have to be much.
Yeah.
It just
Like,
needed to come from somewhere trustworthy.
I think she was straight up lying in her second video when she said, "I expected to lose subs if anything." No,
Well,
like you
actually-
know.
No.
No. There is actually a good reason for that. There is a big stan problem in the makeup community, and she was much smaller than James at that point of creation. So, and James's sisters are actually quite they're quite, rabid. So she has a good point when she said that. It's like, it's not like something you wouldn't have like crossed your mind. A smaller YouTuber with a smaller amount of subs with not crazy fans versus someone who has loyal ass bitches at the time to back him.
None of these
If
guys
she-
are loyal. They'll
if she-
switch sides the next day. It doesn't matter.
No, I'm talking about their fans. Fans have more loyalty.
Yeah.
to
I mean, the
creators than
fans.
creators
yeah,
have to
That's
their
what I'm
friends.
talking about, though. The fans aren't loyal either. I mean, they switch sides all the time. Holy shit, Skully.
Well, with the James Charles shit, yes, he lost like 3 million subscribers, but he still had 13 million. Like the portion of 13 million could have been his rabid fans. I do find
but
it.
like I said, her trust, like her word was golden.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, I'm saying that is what the mindset of anybody her size and with her amount of backing probably would think. That's just kind of how. No, that's how it works.
I mean, if she's known to have like this golden word, like this, if she knows her trust is so strong with the whole beauty community as a whole, not just her fans in particular, and she knows that James Charles has had some unfavorable like scandals in the past that made him like not as favorable within the whole community as a whole, I find it hard to believe that that video wouldn't affect James in a negative way.
I don't think she had that same opinion about her word. I don't think so at all at the time.
I mean,
no, but the thing
it's hard to
is, it is hard to believe, true, but she is a 30 years, like a late 30s woman who is getting on the internet like later in the game than literally everyone else.
really? Hasn't she been in doing it for at least like 3 years or more?
Yeah, but she's still late 30s.
She's 37.
Well, she knows business. She should know, like...
She knows business, but does she really know Stan mentality? Because Stan mentality in the States is actually quite new.
She built a YouTube channel with 5 million subscribers. I think if you don't know about how social media and like how people will react to certain things by then, especially in a community that you say is filled with drama all the time, and she talks with these, maybe she doesn't get in drama in particular herself, but she talks with all these other people who are in drama or whatever, it's hard for me to imagine that she would be completely ignorant to the potential results of her video.
I mean, I really think she should have done more research before putting out the baseless accusations that were clearly able to be refuted later on. Like, you don't just come out and say shit and then go, oopsies, after you've made your friend lose 3 million subs.
I feel like the entire thing, if it was done at a different time, like let's say not all this crap that's been happening with James Charles recently wasn't already stacked on top of everything, I feel like, yes, the backlash probably would have been there, but at this point in time, there was already so much shit going around about him that it was just almost impossible for everyone to jump on hating Tattoo.
Did you guys know that James had 2 other YouTube channels?
One with a group of people and another with him and his brother, I think.
No, he has 2 other channels with his name as James Charles. I'm looking at Social Blade and I found them.
Really?
One of them, I gotta pull it up, but goddamn, this is funny.
Huh?
How can I get my camera into this Discord thing?
It's a admin.
Yeah,
like
it's a little glitch that we got going on. But anyway, Crazier, thank you for calling in. I would love to talk to you more, but we got some more callers to take, so I appreciate you coming on the program, man. Take care. And by the way, I'm coming for your sub count. Don't get it twisted.
I know.
I'm coming.
I know.
But yeah, take care, man.
See ya.
Jesus Christ. A video from 2014 and the beginning of the video is just James burping.
Nice. That's great. All right, let's bring in I know who's gonna know a lot lot this. Let's bring in Habana Bay.
My bitch!
Habana Bay, you're on the air. What's going
on? Okay, this bitch. All right,
let's fucking go!
I got angry, and I admit that, because there's a tweet on that I haven't deleted yet that I was like, you don't use your platform as a way to blackmail or like get somebody to act a certain way towards you sexually. That was before any of this came out, that Tati was just getting really angry.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. In regards, and I understand like Bowblax that you think that she should understand the mentality by now. I understand that point. However, if you look at the way that she acts compared to other different beauty gurus out there, whether it be not even just James Charles or like Jeffree Star, Thomas Halbert, Manny MUA, any of them, she has a different way of how she goes at drama or tries to insinuate drama.
Exactly.
Like the only other time that she's had drama that she's actually shown off is probably the time that she lightly shaded Kat Von D saying "vaccinate your children." That was like the main thing. She said that a whisper under her breath.
With Anastasia Beverly Hills and
that too.
Why am I not on the PR list thing?
Yes. So those are her main 2 things that have happened before any of this happened. And it's just like the way that she associates herself with drama and how she understands how fans work, you can tell that she does not have the same mentality that Jeffree Star has, that any of them have. And she looks at it in the way of like kind of like that mom who's sitting at home creating like one of those boxes that you buy at like monthly subscriptions. Like she doesn't have the mentality of a makeup artist like we've seen from like whether it be James Charles or Jeffree Star.
Just because she has a different mentality, though, doesn't necessarily mean she doesn't have the knowledge of how a viewer would react to.
She may have
drama.
the knowledge. I'm just saying that she doesn't know exactly how to handle it like the others do, because her personality doesn't match the same way that they would.
Yeah.
So the way that they handle it is completely separate. Sure, Jeffree's come back with receipts before. The one time he threw Thomas Halbert under the bus was beautiful, but at the same time, the way that she threw out the receipts, she used it in a way that emotionally was, I think, more manipulative than I've ever seen from Jeffree Star.
Yeah.
And I feel like in her head, it was like her pouring her soul out onto the camera.
Yeah, I think it might have been unintentionally manipulative, but regardless, it was like extremely manipulative considering that she didn't know all of the facts or lied about some of the facts. But
exactly.
Yeah.
I just think, honestly, it's just, and The fact that she made a second video, though, that's where I draw the line.
Yeah.
The second video did not have to be made. I don't give a fuck. I know that she and Jeffrey probably got into a call where like, yeah, this is not going the way we wanted. And I don't think Jeffrey was very sincere in him apologizing. Maybe he was apologizing to Ian. I feel bad for Ian. Poor James Charles' little brother doesn't deserve any kind of...
No,
like,
he's a sweetheart.
Absolute adorable boy.
Yes.
Poor thing doesn't deserve that. However, everything else, don't fucking tell me you still care about James Charles when you specifically say that you and Nathan have banned him from your house. The last person you banned from your house was Thomas Halbert, and that's for him saying that you said a certain word. If you go to that degree, then you know for a fact that whatever Jeffrey says is law at a certain point.
Yeah.
And the beauty community thinks that whatever Jeffrey comes down from the heavens on his Snapchat and says, you know what, bitch, bye, that's when it's over. But it's not over this time because people are realizing, hey, from an outsider's perspective outside the beauty community, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's not normal. None of this is normal for, like, part of the course for the drama in the beauty community, this has gone way past that.
Oh, so you think that they didn't expect this to go like outside of the beauty community?
I don't think they did.
If this stayed within the beauty community, it still would have been Taddy's the winner, James Charles is a loser. But the only reason it swapped was because it got so big and like
the mass media coverage.
I think that's exactly it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Because the fact that people from the commentary community just started ripping it apart, I don't think they understood how much of a... Like, the thing is, James Charles doesn't sit just inside the beauty community. He never has. He's sat in singing communities for music. He's also been in... The fact that he was friends with Emma Chamberlain and the Dolan twins means that he was already outside. He did not have just one circle. He had multiple circles. And when you touch outside that circle, you receive the rest of it, too. You don't just get your circle that's going to be talking about you. It's like how Shane Dawson showed off Jeffree Star to the world. It wasn't just makeup fans who were looking at him. It was multitudes of people from many platforms. And unfortunately, Tati got the commentary community.
Yeah.
And they ripped it to hell. And
we're a bunch of rabid bitches.
Yeah, it went rabid.
Well,
I think
not a lot of people ripped into James.
No, I was going to say a lot of people were actually, kind of, going on her side just based on word of mouth alone until they realized, wait a minute, these allegations are weak. There's no evidence to support this predator claim. This is a load of bullshit. And then people started tearing into it, but not even as hard as I would expect them to. Although I do have to give some people credit. I'm Alex, for instance, a guy I've been... Oof, I just dropped some... A guy I've been goofing on for like a year now came forward and was like, you know what? This is not how it's seen before. And I respect that a lot. Genuinely a lot. Kavas also did the same thing. I respect that. Two guys that we've all been clowning on came forward, did the right thing, showed balls. That was a bad word.
I don't think that's... extremely
they showed
that they had balls.
The popular narrative changes, and they also agree with that as well, and don't stick to their original opinion. How is that?
Here's my problem with I'm Alex, because he was metaphorically sucking James Charles' dick for a long period of time, and then the moment Tati made the video, he just flipped it real quick because now he can't be on James Charles' side.
It was a
he has to be against
mistake.
James Charles.
It was a bad mistake. But I think
it was really fucking retarded.
I agree with you, but I think to some certain extent we have to admit that it does take balls admitting you're wrong and clarifying new information.
Well, when you throw around the word sexual predator, you don't automatically jump on the person's side of he's not that. What are you talking about? You just go, oh, I need to walk away for a minute.
What he should have done is not jumped on this trending topic and kept quiet.
Yes.
But there's no super chats in that.
Exactly.
He wouldn't have gotten super chats anyways because he wasn't fucking streaming, dumbass.
Monetized. You know what I meant? Money. There's no money in that.
He could have made money on anything else. Well, all he did was perpetuate and ruining a career of somebody who he had started to become friends with based upon baseless information. And that's the problem with the commentary community is instead of finding out all the information, instead of making sure you have the information, you're going the fuck after people and then backtracking once you realize that you done fucked up.
Well, in fairness, Alex and James weren't friends.
They were friendly.
They
They
were
were.
friendly in the past, but they weren't friendly up to this drama.
Yeah, they were. They were still talking.
I got.
We gotta see the DMs between
Right.
Alex and James.
I've heard different things behind the scenes.
Receipts.
Yeah, well, show the receipts.
Gotta see what he said to you, straight man.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they only retracted their opinions once that opinion didn't become the popular opinion anymore. Once
Yeah.
James uploaded his video.
You
It's
can
not-
interpret
like,
it as that, and I'm not
like,
even
okay,
going to
these
disagree
people-
with you, but I think we
these
almost
people-
have to give them credit when they come forward and they, clarify their misinformation. I think you have to do that, because what reason do they have to? It's not monetarily viable
What-
to admit that you're wrong.
Wait,
Okay.
it is because
Wait,
it's a
wait,
popular
wait, wait.
opinion. If it's the popular opinion and then they don't clarify it, people in the comments are going to be like, what the fuck? You just called this guy a sexual predator.
So, like, the day before Alex posted his video retracting his entire statement, he literally, on Willany's second channel, had pretty much, which was, I think was recorded right before the James Charles dropped his video, it was saying that James did Tati dirty. Well, in anything in, like, even Tati's video, it sounded like, oh, well, he screwed me over about the vitamins, and he also did this. But it didn't sound like James did anything bad to Tati, but Alex was going with that narrative and convinced Willany, who was just like, I don't know nothing about this, but it sounds like this bitch is just trying to do this for money. Like, would you screw over your friend for a 28 million view video? And Alex said, yes.
Yeah.
He would.
I mean, I would.
And I clipped that. And that's on my Twitter.
I mean,
Wait, did he
this is a
genuinely
bad
say,
look.
I'd fuck over my friends? Post video information that's knowingly a mistruth against some...
no.
Oh, okay.
What he said, what Willany asked him was, would you screw over your friends for a 28 million view video? And Alex said, well, I would.
Was he joking?
Oh, wait, no. Answer the
Wait,
question.
was he joking?
I don't know. I
Nobody
can't read
knows.
in someone's mind.
Yeah,
Sure.
send me that video clip. I want to play it for the
Okay.
stream real quick. 'Cause
Ha,
I
I
guess-
already have it up.
Gotta hear context.
While we're getting that up, Adia Usagi makes a good point. It's like, what do you think about iNabber making all those videos and James Charles? Nabber likes to rush into content head first.
The first
I
video is
don't-
always the most viewed.
Yeah, and I don't think he ever thinks about what could happen next. He thinks about,
That's why he
What's
privates
the-
videos and shit like that after the
Yeah.
fact if he fucks up.
yeah, it's like once it's in the now.
All right, here
Right.
we have the video clip. I'll go ahead and play it right now.
Realistically, I don't know. 45 minutes, like, you're middle-aged and making videos on a 19-year-old. Get a grip. Does she care about the rest of it? Realistically,
I
if
think
he
yes.
doesn't promote some other company, does she care?
I believe
I don't
so.
know if she does.
I believe so.
You think she does?
Yeah, I do.
I haven't watched 45-minute video, so I will concede my opinion is probably not so
Yeah,
strong on
Will's
this.
not so clear on this.
I just don't like it.
Whereas after watching the video, I feel really sorry for her. So I put her in an S tier just to make up for everything that was been done to her.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it really bad?
It's very bad. Yeah.
Okay, I'll accept that you know more about this than me and concede.
Yeah. Basically, she's not the type of person who we just throw somebody under the bus for no reason, pretty much.
Would she throw someone on the bus for 28 million views?
To be fair, I would.
See, I can't tell if that's a joke.
I feel that's joking.
But by the way,
She's not the type of
that
person
was
who would
clipped
just throw somebody
after
under the
James
bus for no
Charles'
reason,
video came out.
pretty much.
Would
Oh.
she throw someone on the
I
bus
clipped
for
that.
28 million
This
views?
video
to
came
be
out
fair,
the
I
same
would.
day as James Charles' video.
Yeah, I feel like that's a
It
joke.
could have been
to be
recorded
honest.
before.
The Tati
Yeah, it
apology?
definitely had-
No.
Not the Tati apology. His second.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, the first, like, is it the...
video.
Okay.
Like him. This video came out the same as the No More Lies video. Those two videos were uploaded right around the same time, and like after I watched it, I'm like, ooh, this does not look good, and I
This
clipped
spicy
it
meme happening.
and dropped it on my Twitter. Just like I just dropped the video of James Charles burping back in 2014.
And
because
every
it was funny.
Jeffree Star thing you brought back from MySpace.
Oh yeah, because I was really really angry that day because it was
I
like,
know. I was just like, what is all this Jeffree Star with pink hair doing on my feed?
Yeah,
Just-
Jeffree
oh,
Star's
yeah,
got an
they
interesting
yelling at
past.
me, and they're like, well, where did you find this? I'm like, the Wayback Machine.
Wayback
his
Machine is
MySpace
beautiful.
page.
Let me see if I can
And they're
find that the Jeffree Star. He's got some.
The one where he just goes for the dude in the fourth. I'm like, ooh.
To be fair, though, everything Jeffrey did back then was for like really, like the
It was
shock factor.
Yeah, raunchy
Always
content.
Yeah.
for the shock factor of everything. So I feel like,
kind of similar to Shane Dawson.
yeah,
Let's
I
see.
definitely hold him accountable for like that shit because that's what his entire mindset was. I want to make people uncomfortable with
Honestly,
everything
like-
I do and say and breathe.
As somebody who's close to James in age, I would be fine with anybody
Jeffrey,
going
yeah.
back in. Well, Jeffrey, I would be fine with anybody going back into my past and holding literally everything I've done and said against me.
I
That's
wouldn't.
because-
Fuck
Who
that.
the hell would? What?
I mean, the thing is
He's
because
an adult.
I'm not stupid. And even though he and I were around the same age, I'm not stupid enough to be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to say stupid shit online. Like, I've never done that because, like, no matter how edgy you are, I always knew that shit you say will come back to bite you in the end.
Well, you're better than us. I'm really fucking stupid.
Yeah, I think 99.9% of the planet
I mean,
is like
Do you know how
fucking
many
retarded.
tweets I've deleted in my life?
Same. That's a big same. And I had my old Twitter since I was like 12, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to delete a couple tweets.
yeah, all the N-word tweets.
Where's the one that Bowblax? There's this old tweet that Bowblax made. It was something about like Mexicans or something. It was.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, it's
And
because I
this
was
is-
replying to my friend who is a Mexican, and it's just friendly banter. But I mean, on
He's a
Twitter that
Mexican,
doesn't matter.
so it's okay.
No, he does. If you knew him,
Guys,
dude,
my
like,
dad
I
is
like-
black, so I.
Oh no. Oh
Guys,
no.
I'm 2% black. I can say the N-word.
Bowblax is like, I'm 50% Jewish, so
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Don't make me do it.
All right, Bonaway, I do appreciate you calling in and spicing up the show. We're gonna get some other topics, but it's good to hear from you.
Have fun, guys.
Take care.
Yeah.
Whoop.
And we can talk about all the other topics, everything we've discussed today later in the show, but we gotta keep this motherfucker moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into
Everybody
the.
win the call. We'll get to you in a bit.
Let's get yeah. Hang in there. We'll get to you on some other topics. Let's go ahead and get into some other stuff. We've been live now for an hour. Feels great to be back, guys. I saw a few people follow on Twitch, including Geek Thulu and some other people following Twitch. Thank you guys so much. I'll be really grinding on Twitch starting Wednesday and posting hopefully daily to Red Fox Comms, except on the weekends. I like to take weekends off. Maybe I'm old fashioned or whatever. All right,
Boomer.
let's take a look at this. Boom. What? All right, let's go ahead and jump into this. Okay, of course, we got a couple tweets. Going back to the James Charles thing, we do have a couple tweets. Kava saying he respects Willie Mack, and then Andy Worski, of all people, who called us out first, by the way. Andy Worski saying, I really went out on a limb being the first person to defend James Charles. Hours after the Tatty video, I was so confused about the whole situation and shaking my head at certain videos attacking him. Lies that almost brought the guy to the brink. I'm glad he responded and killed it. So yeah, Andy Worski dethroned the entire commentary community. How does it feel? It's almost like he got like weird sort of revenge after Instagram Wake Up. You know what I mean? It's like he screwed that whole thing up, and then he just got them all back. It's like fuck all you guys. No, it's not really how it.
How many anti-James videos did we even get in the commentary community though? Because the only 3 of note that I can think of is I'm Alex, iNabber, and
iNabber's thousands of videos.
Yeah, I never really went nuts. Has he passed 300K yet?
Yeah, I think he has. The James Charles shit gave him a big boost.
Yeah. Yo, what's going on, Zalsty in the chat? I was making fan edit for tips from Bowblax, that's why I'm late. Ooh.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's a good reason to be late. Only a reason I will accept.
Exactly.
That or if you're watching one of my videos.
Watching one of Bowblax live streams. Dude, Bowblax live isn't nearly as good as this. All right, we got a new story coming in from Slasher. This is coming from the esports scene. I was asking Nick if he wanted to hop in. He said maybe. So if he's ever waiting to call, let me know. But this is from Slasher. This just in. Tfue has filed a lawsuit against FaZe Clan today, saying they are violating California law by allegedly restraining his business opportunities and taking up to 80% of earnings. And there's a Hollywood Reporter link right here. So let's take a look at this. This is it's kind of interesting. This
Quick
is really...
interruption. iNever has not passed 300K.
Okay. All right. This is Esports Pro Sues Gamer organization FaZe Clan over oppressive contract. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. All right. Turner Tenney, a 21-year-old professional gamer known as Tfue, says FaZe Clan was violating California law and the Talent Agency Act. One of the world's top professional esports players is suing his gaming organization for allegedly restraining his business opportunities and taking up to 80% of his earnings. Ooh. In a complaint that argues esports players' representatives should be regulated like agents of film and TV stars. Turner Tenney, a 21-year-old professional gamer known as Tfue, on Monday sued FaZe Clan for allegedly limiting his ability to pursue his profession in violation of California law, passing on a lucrative brand deal because of a conflict of interest, and failing to pay him his share of sponsorship earnings. In no uncertain terms, these gamers are artists, entertainers, and content creators. They perform, they act, they direct, they edit, and they stream, writes attorney Brian Friedman of Friedman Plus Titleman in complaint. Unlike traditional entertainment, esports is a new industry, and Friedman argues that there is little to no regulation or oversight, and no unions or guilds to protect the players who are often young and trusting. Which is true. I mean, this is esports still a relatively new thing in terms of court of law. It's kind of like YouTube copyright, you know? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of money up for grabs. Top esports player Tyler Blevins, known as Ninja, in December told CNN he brought in $10 million last year playing Fortnite. He boasts more than 20 million subscribers on YouTube and has racked up more than 450 million views on Twitch. His sponsors include Samsung, Uber Eats, and Red Bull. Funny thing about Ninja, by the way, he's actually not the most viewed Twitch channel. I think, who is it? Who's the guy who draws a bunch of porn? Shad-based. Yeah, he actually has more overall viewers, even though he has less. He only has 100K on Twitch. He actually has like more viewers than Ninja total, which is weird.
Because no one wants to admit that they watch Shad-based.
Apparently, I don't know. It's not like he gets that many views when he streams. I guess it's just people watching the VODs.
It's the VODs, yeah, it's the VODs.
It's weird. All right. Tenney says he's missing out on all these opportunities because of FaZe Clan's unlawful activity and connections with a deal he signed in April 2018. He only gets to keep 20% of the revenue that from any branded videos that are published on Twitch, YouTube, or social media, and half of his revenue from touring and appearances. His Twitch streams have been viewed more than 120 million times, and he has more than 10 million YouTube subs, 5.5 million Instagram. The gamer agreement is grossly oppressive. The gamer agreement is grossly oppressive, onerous, and one-sided, writes Friedman. FaZe Clan uses its illegal gaming contract to limit Tenney to deals sourced exclusively by FaZe Clan and to prevent Tenney from exploring deals presented by others, deals that are potentially superior to deals procured by FaZe Clan, and deals that are not saddled with an 80% finder's fee. And I think we can read more into the article. It goes into specifics and includes the court. I'd like to see someone like Nick Rekieta go through all of this and kind of like decipher all of this, because it's definitely a lot of interesting stuff in here. But,
I have an opinion after watching Keemstar's interview with Banks.
Oh, did he drop an interview?
Yeah, he dropped an interview with Banks.
We might take a look at that.
Drama alert. Yeah. But basically, I'll sum it up. If we are going to watch it, I'm going to sum it up like this. I feel so bad for Banks. Because that man is hurt, dude.
You're on team... Oh, so you're on Team Banks?
I'm on Team Banks here. Why? Because I feel like Tfue at any time could have just walked up to Banks and say, hey, I'm unhappy with my contract. Can we change up some things for the next fiscal year or something like that? And he didn't. Like, literally, Banks woke up from a nap to this information. And it's honestly, like, kind of depressing. Because he said, like during the entire Keemstar interview, I built this kid. I saw him only with 100 viewers this entire time. I wanted our manager of, I forgot what his name was. I wanted the leader of the Fortnite team to, like, play with him when we lost that one player. I wanted to see the best for this kid, and he just does this. Of course, I don't think he was trying intentionally to backstab Banks. Banks doesn't either. However, Banks is practically the owner of FaZe Clan. don't you think at any time Tfue could have just said, hey, can we, like, fix some shit, maybe? He did not have to take this to the court of law.
All right, I got the interview loaded up right here.
It's about 5 minutes.
What is playing? Why is there music? I haven't even loaded the video yet. What is this music? Stop playing the Drama Alert theme. Where's this coming from? It's not even
It's
playing.
coming from his channel,
Drama Alert
dude.
Nation, I'm your host.
I'm your host,
from the channel page.
Why is it coming from? The music, it's so loud.
Augie doesn't know how to use technology.
Why is there playing music?
Boomer moment.
How does YouTube work?
How does this
come
work?
help me.
The moment you realize that Augie acts like a 50-year-old man when he streams.
What are you talking
Can we
about?
just-
I literally,
can we
I was
just get a
on
new
the page
subreddit called
and it was
Augie's
playing
Boomer Moments?
audio from a video from 2 pages ago.
r/boomer moments.
Shut the hell up.
Oh yeah, dude.
Woo! There we go. Now it's working. Liberal moment.
Nation, I'm your host, Killer Keemstar.
Let's
get
right
into the
news.
Kill me.
Tfue is suing FaZe Clan.
Woo!
It just broke today. This is unbelievable. The Hollywood Reporter is reporting that esports pro sues gaming organization FaZe Clan over oppressive contract. Unbelievable. The article
my
goes on
gosh.
to say this. Tfue says he's missing out on opportunities because FaZe Clan's unlawful activity in connection with a deal signed on April 2018. And he only gets to keep 20% of the revenue he makes from brand videos that were published on Twitch, YouTube, or any other social media, and only half of his revenue from touring appearances. Unbelievable. FaZe Clan was taking 80% of Tfue's money? Tfue makes millions. Then the article also goes on to say that Tfue says FaZe Clan pressured him to live in one of its homes in the Hollywood Hills with other young YouTubers, where he says he was given alcohol before turning 21 and encouraged to illegally gamble. Unbelievable. We even grabbed a copy of the lawsuit, and I knew right away I had to talk
Grabbed
to
a
Tfue
copy,
to
it's on the
find out if it
website.
was real. He confirmed it was real. Then I reached out to FaZe Banks, and I said, I cannot believe any of this, and he said he is coming on Drama Alert for an interview. So,
He's
ladies
coming!
and gentlemen, we are interviewing the leader and owner of FaZe Clan,
that link out of
FaZe
there.
Banks. Roll it. Ladies and gentlemen, I
Here it
have
is.
FaZe Banks on the line, the leader and owner of FaZe Clan. When this news broke today, all right, everyone was shocked to hear that basically FaZe Clan is taking 80% of Tfue's money. Is this true?
Absolutely 1000% untrue. The short answer is we have collected and earned $60,000 from Tfue since we originally started our relationship, which was about 1.5 years ago.
Well, that's
So
definitely not 80%.
No, I don't even think that's 80% of what Tfue makes in a day. So that's the short answer.
Oh,
The
shit.
long answer is this. So let me break down the math for a second. So 80% of prize winnings, I don't know where the that came from. We have collected a grand total of 0% of Tfue's prize winnings, $0 and 0 cents, absolutely nothing. We have collected nothing from his Twitch, his YouTube, absolutely nothing. Where the $60,000 comes from are 2 brand deals that we brought Tfue that we had taken 20% of, which is very standard. I mean, you know this in the world we live in, 80-20, a 20% finder's fee, and obviously we have a legal team and all that stuff.
It's usually somewhere between 10 and 20%. So I guess that would be maybe considered on the high end, but still, if you're bringing him the brand deal, you know, FaZe Clan should get a piece of that.
Honestly, 80-20 is pretty standard considering we do all the legal due diligence. We handle the contracts. We mediate the relationship.
Well,
we tell them what they need to do. I mean, it's the exact same thing I run myself with the company. If the company finds me a brand deal, anytime I've ever done a brand deal with full screen, for example, when they bring me brand deals, it's 80-20. I've actually never personally received a brand deal for 90-10. Let me know if you got people out there finding fire brand deals for that rate. But,
well, I would say that
either way, listen. I don't even want to get. You can ask me whatever you want. Obviously, I got nothing to hide. But $60,000 is the number.
Well, I would
mean,
say
flat
that
out.
nobody. I would say that nobody would even be mad at FaZe Clan for taking 20% of a brand deal that they bring them. But people are DMing me and they're saying, you know, FaZe Clan's taking part of his Twitch sub money and stuff like that.
Absolutely not. Listen, this is what fucking fires me up. And listen, I saw all you little fucking snakes on Twitter.
Oh no.
I'm not even gonna name drop because I'm pretty emotional right now. Like I'm. This specifically, and I'm going to get into all that, this situation specifically with Tfue really fires me up because I've been so emotionally invested in this kid from the day that I met him. And anybody DMing you, we take the sub money, whatever. I mean, this relationship is between myself, my company, and Turner, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't necessarily handle all the business stuff, and I know that this isn't aimed toward me. I haven't spoke to Turner. He hasn't tweeted anything out. I literally just woke the fuck up and I'm dealing with this stuff. But nobody has any idea what our relationship with Tfue is, obviously. People right now as we're talking, before you upload this video, think we've probably collected millions and millions of dollars off this kid.
I mean, obviously, Tfue has made millions.
Listen, these are the millions of dollars per month, multiples of millions of dollars every single month,
right.
Okay? I'm not going to give an exact number because that isn't my place, but he's making an absurd amount of money, and what we have profited off of him. And think about this for a second. Think about because you specifically know my relationship with Turner, my intimate relationship with him, and I'm going to get into that in a second. But imagine that. Imagine this kid has made a gross amount of money, and we've collected a grand total of $60,000 from him.
Well, not only that, but also FaZe Clan pays Tfue a salary every month, right?
Well, we'll get into that. We do offer him a salary, but he hasn't accepted it. I'm gonna get into all this. I'm gonna lay it all out. Yeah, no, he is offered a salary.
Lay it all out.
We've been in renegotiation with him since basically the beginning. I'm just gonna bring it all the way back to the beginning with Tfue, okay?
Right.
So for those of you who don't know, you've probably never known who Tfue was before he was in FaZe Clan. You've probably only ever known FaZe Tfue, because when I met Tfue, I think he averaged around 100, maybe 150 viewers on Twitch. He's been a long time Twitch streamer. He's a multi-platform pro.
You took a week off.
He joined on April 30th, and we have his Twitch stats here. When he joined his FaZe Clan, his Twitch views just skyrocketed. You can see right here, looking at the Social Blade. Also, the same thing on his YouTube, which I'm throwing up on the screen right now.
Dude, listen, we're gonna get into all this, and this isn't how I want it to be.
It's like the first time I've seen him use that laptop in Drama
Turner. I still do. I have my suspicions on where this lawsuit came from and where it came to be. Turner has a dad who's like kind of a dadager. He's like his manager, and he's his dad, and his dad's pretty out there. I love his dad too. I met his dad.
That sounds gay.
Hung out at his house for a weekend, but his dad's out there, man. He's pretty wild. The numbers this guy comes up with, and some of the stuff this guy says is crazy.
Real wild.
I honestly don't believe that if Turner signed any sort of lawsuit, I don't believe that. I for sure know he did not expect this to be public. I know it because it's just not in his best interest for any of this stuff to come out.
It seems like he did an interview. It seems like he did an interview with who broke the story here, The Hollywood Reporter. And at one part, it not only says that, you know, FaZe Clan was taking 80% of his money, but it also says that FaZe Clan pressured him into moving in one of the mansions and pressured him in.
Hold on. It said something.
I hope Wolfie's not in FaZe Clan.
He did an interview about this.
Wolfie is not in FaZe Clan.
Okay, see, like again, if that's the truth, then I'm just heartbroken. Like
I mean, the statements appear to be coming from Turner.
I'm on the verge of tears.
Listen, the fact of the matter is Turner's unhappy with his contract. He's under his original contract from the beginning of when we signed him. When he, like I said, when he was getting 100 viewers, right?
Right.
We haven't collected on any of the stuff that we had in there, like his Twitch, his YouTube. We've collected nothing, and we've told him we plan on collecting nothing. Let's get to a new contract that you can appreciate, that we can all be happy with. We don't want to lose you. Fucking obviously, I love the kid, whatever. But if that's the truth, I mean that fucking.
Well, the article says this. The article says this.
I want to touch on that pressure thing real quick.
Though, well, let me read it. Let me read the statement to you. It says Tfue
Banks is getting
says
emotional.
FaZe Clan pressured him into living into one
You know
of
what
his
happens when he
homes
gets a
in
little
Hollywood
emotional?
Hills with young YouTubers, where he says he was given alcohol before turning 21 and encouraged
Why is that a
to
complaint?
illegally gamble.
Okay, that's a valid point, though.
Illegally
Why is he,
gamble?
That's
he
what
complaining?
it says in the article.
Don't know what that means. Illegally gamble. I literally don't even have a thought in my head as to what that could be about. Listen, this is all bullshit, though. Remember
I don't
when
recall.
I told you I met Tfue when he had 100 viewers?
Yeah.
watched
I
this
met
kid
him when
every
he had
day. I
100.
played with
Did
this
you
kid
know?
Every day.
He had
I
100
ran into
viewers
him,
when I
just
met
wanted
him.
He told me that he was Tfue's brother.
Right.
I started pretty quickly. I decided, I want to recruit this kid. I really want him on the team.
People are saying the stream's freezing. Is that true?
Yes.
I'm on green over here. Is it actually fucking up?
Yeah.
I don't know what to do about that. It's all
been,
green.
It's
for
been
me.
doing that like off and on this whole time, and it's been a little fuzzy too.
Oh, this whole time? I thought it was just now.
Auto has been 144 for me. I had to adjust it to make it HD just now.
The fuck? Wait,
I've been paying attention to chat, so I don't know.
Let me check my stuff here.
Oh, yeah,
I might have
so's
big
mine.
boomered. Oh, it's probably
Oh
because
shit!
I know what's going
Thank God,
on.
now it looks fine.
All right, we're back. Is it all good? Is it the same VOD? It better be. Either way, let's get right back into this. Let's not waste any time.
So far, it seems like it's the same VOD. Hold on.
All right, we're back. Let's go ahead and keep watching.
Yeah, we're fine.
I was there at that.
Hold on. Listen. This whole thing that we pressured him to drink. One of my earliest memories of Turner was me and his DMs like, "Yo, do you want to play Fortnite?" Again, he was a nobody.
You want to play?
I was doing my thing, and obviously he jumped at any opportunity to play with me. We got along, we vibed out, and he was obviously down to play with me. One of my earliest memories
down to
is
play
him
with me.
coming back home after being on a boat all day. His words, not mine, and he was cocked. He was drinking all day on a boat.
He was cocked
So this was far
and
before
loaded.
we ever met him. Turner's drank far before that we got together with him, and he was never pressured to drink.
I love
If
you,
he had-
Tfue, but this is the part where I'm like, okay, this is BS.
Listen, dude, that's the thing. I don't know what the. If Turner knowingly is saying all this and putting this out into the public, then it's a serious fucking problem.
Well, I did reach out to Tfue, and I asked him for confirmation if the lawsuit was legit and real and all this was real, and he just basically said, yeah, you know? Well, he gave me the emoji okay sign, like,
White power!
okay, like it's real, but I don't know if that's a statement.
I'm gonna regardless. I'm gonna make an in-depth video on my relationship with Turner, on how we met, on what the he did for this kid in depth.
A deep video. We got 7 more minutes. Should we keep watching, guys?
It's basically the same shit over and over again.
Okay, he's like, I didn't take the guy's money. We have a deep relationship. And,
Basically saying I built him from the ground up.
I met him at 100 viewers. Did you know? Was that clear?
He spilled some tea saying the leader of the Fortnite esports division basically said, I don't want to play with this guy, he's such shit, and then next thing you know, now they're best friends. I thought that was funny.
That's interesting. Yeah, I saw Slasher was going on Twitter all about this. It said, according to the report, Tfue also says FaZe was pressuring him to live in the streaming house. Tfue's lawyer. This is a quote from 2 days ago. Am I still sharing my screen?
Yes.
All right, well, then we'll play it.
If you are in the World Cup or you think you're going to qualify, do not sign to an org unless it says in the contract that they don't take any earnings from tournaments. And if you're in a contract that says that, you need to fucking get a lawyer and get the fuck out of that contract. Because I don't care, bro. None of these orgs are doing anything like...
Is that down?
Even close to like
care package.
They're not doing anything worth the cut that they're taking, you know what I'm saying? What are they doing? Tweeting out the stream, giving you fucking merch? I don't fucking know. Shit ain't worth it.
I want to believe has a point.
If you want to
the
fucking
company has to make money
$3 million
somehow.
and they take
Yeah.
I don't know, let's say a low percent, 10%, It's like it's $100,000 on the million. Like what the fuck? For what?
Yeah, but they're generally
So you
the
can
ones that
rep
pay
your
for the
name
person
in-game?
to fly out and stuff like that to these competitions.
Yeah, work hard's extremely
Paying these
important.
players
You
a
can't be
salary,
like
nice,
an
dude. They're giving
independent
these kids
esports
probably
player.
$2,000 a fucking month.
That's not
and
even
they take
like
$100,000.
It's not
or
even.
fucking
It's funny because I bet you
hundreds of
Tifu
dollars
thinks he
from
can
their
be
fucking
that.
tournament winnings. Like,
And
nice, dude.
eventually
$2,000
he's
a
gonna
month,
bleed
like,
money from all the stuff that he's
for
now
these
having to pay
players,
for
dude.
himself.
Do I keep all my earnings? Yeah. And half the money I
But then he
win-
just said, "Do I keep all my earnings?" Yeah, the fuck. What do you mean? What do you mean?
all like the regular tournament winnings. Yeah.
Regular tournament winnings. So maybe there's like some other special tournament
If he's
that
under,
they took a
if
cut.
if he's under contract with FaZe, it should all encompass that.
And also, I think if he's under contract with FaZe, he wouldn't be able to legally talk about what's in the contract on stream.
Yeah, but Conquer, like if the lawsuit says 80%, but the owner is saying something different, I would like to see the contract saying where does it say we take 80% of your earnings?
Daniel, the reason why there's so much estrogen on the stream is because Bowblax is here.
Yeah, dude.
Exactly. It's like 3 women in the call.
I love how we're not like talking about beauty stuff, and now you mention that.
Yeah,
We're literally talking about esports, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, the most
Esports,
manly thing ever.
I would love to see the actual contract.
Grown ass dudes sitting in a chair playing Fortnite.
Yeah,
At one point, actually, FaZe out of like fucking like pure emotion leaked the contract, but then deleted it as soon as possible.
I wish somebody
Who did? Wait. Who did that?
I heard a rumor that Banks like fucking deleted the he posted.
I actually
and deleted
have.
his contract
It's funny you mention that
ASAP.
because I actually have a deleted tweet from him.
Oh, yeah?
Where is that? Let's see. Oh yeah, right. Where is it?
Right
it's here.
Something Nick
Got it.
Nick
Is this what you guys are talking about? Here, I'll paste it in.
No. It was an actual contract.
This is Nick says, "Yo Banks, why the fuck did you delete this?" And this is
God.
Click on
a statement.
Are you fucking stupid.
Oh my god! What the
You just realized that?
Are
you
Just realized
This is why you need to do your fucking research, Jesus Christ. It's like,
I got
deleted
baited.
it.
I was like, oh shit, we got some deleted stuff here.
God!
I got baited so hard. Oh my.
Dude, do you not check any of your info?
No, because I was literally like right about to stream. I was checking my feed while I was going up to my computer, and I was like, "Oh, we got deleted stuff. Let's post it." Fuck you, Nick.
Absolute fucking boomer.
You're moronic.
I put in the show feed. None of you guys caught it. You guys are as big boomers as I am. We're all boomers.
I'd assume the
Hey, don't blame this
fucking
on me,
host
what the
of the
fuck?
fucking show would know where his references
I got baited.
Oh my god.
I started
Fake
reading
news.
it. I was like, wait.
That's why Augie can do this.
Oh, that's great.
Fuck
you, Nick.
Anyway. Ignoring that. Oh, Jesus Christ. I would at the end of the day, I would like to see where the fuck it says that. Until then, I do not believe that they were taking 80% because that they would they're probably every single person under FaZe would have left by now if that was the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really. This is interesting. I mean, I'm not going to take a definitive side because it's a very vague issue right now. But this is kind of kind of weird, to be honest.
If anything, I think Tfue would get a more favorable contract than his peers, just because of how.
Well,
successful.
no, because he said he was, as Banks said, he was still under the contract that he had gotten back when he was still a nobody. Back before he got big, they were going to renegotiate the contract, but they had not yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He should have if he had concerns about the contract, he should have brought it up when they were going to renegotiate it. I don't see why he would drop now. Maybe he just sees like that there's an opportunity for him to get more money, and he's like, "Ooh, I'm greedy. I want more."
Oh,
money. I'm
Banks!
just gonna drop
Banks tweeted out that clip of Tifu saying, "What about the 80%?"
Oh my god, I saw so much funny stuff coming from Banks' Twitter. In fact, I think I put it in the show info. Yeah, Banks was going nuts on Twitter today. I actually want to see. I have a tweet screenshotted, his reply to Nade Shot, but I want to see if he still kept it up because it's such a meme.
To be fair, I wouldn't see why not. Like, he would be blowing up his fucking Twitter. The man's hurt. The man feels personally attacked.
Let me see if I can find it. This is a good tweet he made. Nade Shot. Oh, he did delete it. Good thing I have it archived. Big brain. We have an actual deleted tweet from Banks. This is like not. Yeah, this is from Banks. Apparently, Nade Shot tweets. I guess I'll show Nade Shot's tweet first, real quick, just for context. This is what Nade Shot said that I believe Banks was responding to, that he then deleted. There it is. I hope recent news doesn't affect the broader gaming community's perception of esports teams. There are plenty of organizations in the space whose top priority are their professional players and content creators. Now, this was a deleted tweet, and FaZeBanks.
100 Thieves.
I believe this is the tweet that FaZeBanks responded to. Although I don't have 100% confirmation. The only reason why I say that this is the tweet he responded to was because it was deleted. This was like deleted that FaZe was responding to. So I'm pretty sure this is, but I could be wrong.
It probably was. I mean, it's pretty much a jab at FaZe. So.
Yeah, and this is Banks's follow up right here. Let's go ahead and show this. At Nade Shot, you're a real piece of shit, dude. And when my side of this is heard, you'll see why. Way to fucking jump on the bandwagon and chase the clout. You must be dancing right now, Matt. I'm gonna personally make sure you regret tweeting this and adding to this bullshit dumpster fire.
Oh my god.
By the way,
that's a threat, Banks.
That's now become a copy pasta.
I know, right? It's such a good tweet. It's such a good tweet.
I saw the Just Destiny responded to somebody with that.
Oh, that's great. Did Destiny use it? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, the attitude of the FaZe owner versus the 100 Thieves owner is like night and day, dude, in terms of professionalism. Like, FaZe Banks letting in all this drama with Jake Paul, and then like Nade Shot.
Have we ever seen him professional though?
Nade Shot?
No,
Banks.
Banks.
I'm talking about Banks.
No,
I've never seen that from Banks.
I think Banks is pretty unprofessional for an esports or for an esports.
He responded to Scrubby because Scrubby said left at FaZe Clan, and then Just Destiny responded to Scrubby with the tweet.
Yeah, he's been going nuts. What about that 80%? What is this?
I think it's the same clip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The thing that confuses me the most with this whole thing is that if you've been following esports for long enough, everyone should know by now that FaZe Clan all lives in the same house. And that's just how it's been in esports for years.
Yeah.
They have like 3 houses, if I remember right.
Yeah, they do. I'm pretty sure. But back in the day, like once you created an esports team, you'd live together, you scrimmed together, and like you ate together because they want you to be cohesive. They want you to be one mind on the in the field, you know?
Yeah.
It is their whole, like, they had a fucking daily regimen. They, like, this is how it used to be. I don't know if it still is now, because I don't follow esports as thoroughly as I used to.
It pretty much is. I mean, there's been some esports that are kind of developing into, like, having, like, a workspace, like, a separate building, and then having people, like, go home to their own apartment, because that's just more, like, healthy. But, yeah, it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. If you're wondering, how does this bitch know this much? Fun fact about me, I used to want to be a CSGO pro, so that didn't turn out. I couldn't get past
I remember Ben was
two.
like, there was a time when like Ben was like really wanted to be a CSGO like pro esports guy. He was like back in like last February or something. He was like, I'm gonna go pro in CSGO, and by the summer I'm gonna be in like a whatever they call it, whatever a team or something, a camp. I don't know. I'm not a big esports camp. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I'm not big on
esports
camp. If you guys couldn't already tell.
Yeah, but so that part of the contract is like, how long have you been here, bro? Because that's just how FaZe has always operated.
Yeah.
What doth thou mean? The fuck? So it's just like, you drink the same G Fuel, you live in the same house, you fucking deal with it because you're in fucking FaZe Clan.
Oh,
That's just how they work.
The code Tifu tweet.
When he got
tattoo
Tifu.
problem.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, I gotta pull that one up. Hold on, give me a.
I think that's also been deleted, by the way.
Does
has
Tifu live in the FaZe house? I don't think he does.
I believe he lived in one of them. Yes.
Let me see. I think it was on my Twitter.
Not the main.
Not currently.
The,
yes, I still have it right here.
Not the house that Banks. Oh, okay, yeah. He didn't delete it.
Like, I got Code Tifu tattooed on my body. Imagine how fucking stupid I feel right now.
Oh my
you
god.
know who? You know what's funny? You know who tattooed that on his leg? Romeo Lacoste.
Oh, thanks. Oh.
Damn, dude.
I responded with time to get a cover up and probably need to find another tattoo artist with that.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Taking an L on so many levels. I mean, to be honest, I'm not. This Tfue stuff isn't really lining up to be a solid case. At least what Banks is saying is true or not. And I find it, he's saying very confidently on a public platform of 5 billion subscribers that no, everything he's saying is bullshit.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out, right? He's very confident about something that's going to be, verified, through the court of law. If he's proven to be wrong on that, he's gonna be fucked in the ass on so many different levels.
Here's what I think, just based off what I've seen, and I've only heard about this on After Hours. I haven't done any additional research myself yet. I think that everything Banks is saying is right, but there could be some stuff that he's forgetting, which prompted Tfue to make some statements, and then maybe those statements that he made were misconstrued by the person who formed the article. Because we haven't heard directly from Tfue yet. We have only seen the article, so.
Yeah.
And we don't know if Tfue actually... We don't know if Tfue actually did an interview, or whether or not that was a speculation.
But Banks was hearing about the article live on Drama Alert, so I don't think that argument really holds up, Bowblax.
Wait,
because in the clip that we just watched, he was just
shocked.
like, wait, there was an interview, and he Keem read it, and he was just like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, so maybe what he's responding to isn't exactly what Tfue is saying the reason he's leaving. Maybe there's some miscommunication there.
There was nobody said he was leaving. He wanted to.
Well, no, he's saying
out.
he's suing FaZe Clan.
Yeah, you think he's gonna stay in FaZe Clan after he sues them?
No.
Well, I think it was I'm pretty sure it was on the basis of revising the contract.
He would have first gone to them if it was on the basis of revising. He's trying to get out of his contract with FaZe.
Yeah.
All right, now that makes more sense.
A little bit of breaking news. Holly Conrad's back.
What did she say?
No way.
She's provided a multitude of tweets here. Oh my god. She has spammed a ton of. She's unlocked. I'll go ahead and follow in case she locks again. But
yes, me too.
Yeah.
I don't care. So
She's back. Look at this.
Holy fuck!
All of these brand new tweets.
Screen share.
Wait, that's a lot. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have some work to do
the
tonight.
last 15 minutes or so.
Oh god, there's a lot of typing.
This is about to become a 3-hour show.
Heard about Keemstar's coverage while in the hospital and made this art in art therapy. You have to take a laugh at the aspect of the crisis. Side ho, Keemstar 2019. Jesus.
Okay.
These tweets are not meant to spread hate, so please don't use them to bully Heidi or pro Jared. From what I experienced in the past 10 days, I will not wish this upon anyone. I encourage you to spread. Yeah, it's all been in the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, do you want me to
Back
read it
to
out
back,
in full,
a lot of them is within the same minute.
Yeah, I think she had it planned and then pressed, copy paste. Yeah.
Or she had them all in drafts.
Yeah, I just step out for a minute. I'm taking a look at these now.
You're gonna want to scroll down until
That's a lot. I don't know if we can cover them all right here. I might have to. We might have to like
this might
save
be
it for the next show.
This might be something. Yeah, we take a look at or like cover individually on my Twitch or your.
Because if we just straight up read all of these raw, it's gonna take.
Yeah,
like
it's gonna be boring
30,
too. Who wants to
minutes.
listen to that? But interesting that she is back though. I'll send them all over. All right.
No, I have a new video, so.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Bowblax thinking
dude.
with his YouTube brain there. All right, let's get into the last topic and wrap this up because we're about to hit the 2-hour mark, and that's generally where I like to cap it off. And this last one's gonna be a fun one. Oh boy! Now, Skully, if you want to step out for this, and I'm being serious right now. If you want to step out for this, I don't mind that because we are covering Ian Miles Cheong for this last one.
Oh. Ian and I are friends, but I also roast him just as hard as probably anybody else.
Well, this goes a little beyond simple roasting. This is...
Oh, no, it's fine. I have thick skin, and I already knew about this job prior to him announcing it publicly, so I knew that he was going to get roasted the shit out of.
This is a brand new article. Now, I wasn't normally going to cover this, but Nick actually told me that this was a good article, so I figured I'd take a look at it. This is from theralphretort.com. Finally, he's writing again. All right, let's take a look at this. Ian Miles Cheong, noted internet sociopath, hired by Human Events. Oof, this is going to be good. Yeah, Ralph wrote an article on Ian Miles Cheong, and I thought we'd take a look at it, because who doesn't want to just take a look at some good Ian Miles Cheong roasting?
I mean, surprisingly, I respect Ralph in some aspects, so...
Yeah. Ralph's cool. Like his show. Let's read this. Ian Miles Cheong, the noted influence peddler, false rape accuser, swatter, doxer, and former Nazi, is back in the news. Oh,
I don't know about former Nazi.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing that's not
There's
true.
links to all of this. If we want to take a look at the former Nazi one, we can later.
Yeah, let's check a look at. Well,
this is gonna be good.
I mean, it sounds a bit crazy to call anybody a Nazi in this.
Out of all the things, that's the one that I'm suspicious about. Over all the other, all the other things sound true to the Ian that I know, except for the former Nazi.
Ouch. Oh god, this is great. I can already tell this is like taking some influence from all the Sargon hit pieces. This is gonna be good. Unfortunately, it's not for his obituary. No, Ian has crawled back into another position of influence, this time as at the rebooted Human Events magazine. I say magazine, but I have no idea if they even print this bullshit anymore. Human Events was a thing when I was a kid, but I haven't heard from them in a while. What occurred to make this old name somewhat relevant again? Basically, Raheem Kassam and Will Chamberlain snatched up the Human Events brand a few months ago and have made some noise about making the brand a big deal again. Sadly, Ian Miles Cheong is the type of person they've chosen to staff the new iteration with. Not a wise move. I had to add my own commentary to this. Special announcement. Ian Miles Cheong is joining Human Events as our new managing editor. I'm the managing editor. Look at that. He's got a brand new job. All right. Oh, God. I see he's got like the Twitter feed or something. He retweeted something from DeOrio. Damn. All right, let's keep reading. I'm not very impressed with this project so far, Raheem. You have to hand it to Ian Miles Cheong on some level, though. Despite being a complete scumbag and general waste of oxygen, he somehow keeps stumbling into these prime jobs in the conservative/alternative media. Think about it. Just a few short months ago, Mr. Cheong was trying to get Andy Worski killed by Canadian police. They're killed! Not even swatted. Just straight up murdered. Through an act of terrorism known as swatting. There's active terrorism. Oh my, he's pulling out the big guns for this. Oh, man, this is beautiful. Through an act of terrorism known as swatting, there is audio evidence of the act. It's not a rumor or a hunch. You can listen to Cheong freely admit to his criminality, which I'm sure, we could play right now, but I'm pretty sure all of us are well aware of this audio. Oh. Mm-hmm. The chaser is below. Listen to the sound of his voice when he speculates that perhaps Worski might be in for a treat when armed police show up to his home. It makes you wonder how many times Ian Miles Cheong might have pulled a stunt like this in the past. I would be willing to wager that he's swatted people quite a few times. This is not the sound of an inexperienced man. God. It's the sound of a sociopath. Oh, man. Somehow, Ian still disputes that this was swatting, but he admitted on Twitter recently that he made the call, hoping Andy Worski would die as a result of it. I'm not sure how that's anything less of a swatting attempt, and he includes a tweet here. You seem like an angry person. Perhaps save your anger from pedos instead of defending them from my dude. Also, big difference between hoping someone dies versus actually pointing a gun at them, but keep defending the guy who aimed a gun at the stranger. Hoping someone dies. It's from man's words. I've spoken to numerous people behind the scenes, people who used to be friends with Ian Cheong long before his human events days. They showed me screenshots where he used to use the word, along with other slurs. According to at least one source, he uses people for free labor and doesn't even have the decency to credit them for their work, much less pay them. So not only is this guy a piece of shit when it comes to adversaries, he also treats his own associates like trash. How long until the staff at human events are spinning such tales? Cheong has also been fired from numerous other outlets over the last few years, yet somehow he keeps getting more plum positions, even in the face of gross misconduct. Jeremy Hambley, known online as the Quartering, who briefly had an Ian Cheong on staff at Exclusively Games before anonymously firing him from this past winter, once told me a story about how Ian got his internet girlfriend a job on the EG staff through deceitful means. He also talked about how Ian would sometimes take credit for work that wasn't his while spending half of his own salary on expensive gifts for his girlfriend, who, oh, by the way, happened to be dating other men. No!
Oof.
This is stuff I haven't even heard. What the hell?
He was getting cucked.
Oh, internet girlfriend, no. Apparently the rest of the employers would laugh at Ian behind his back for being such a cock. Oh, this is great. This is great. I see Tobes isn't quite enjoying the article. I don't know. I think this is great. Ralph's love for run-on sentences is annoying.
I'm digging through like Ralph's stuff, and he has no screenshots of the Nazi tweets. It's all baseless accusations.
No, I've seen screenshots of that before. I can't pull them up right now because it's been a while, but I've definitely seen stuff before. We'll take a look at that a little later.
I'm digging through it right now because I'm like, I'm curious on this.
This
so
certainly
is. Through its links.
Yeah, this certainly has the ring of truth, since a chick, the same one who outed his swatting adventures, once laughed with me in front of 5,000 people while detailing the experiences of Cheong crying his heart about his completely creepy and inept way with women. I would have to dig up the footage since Ian filed a bogus YouTube complaint in order to get the source material taken down. Yet another example of his tireless efforts towards securing free speech for all. Ian Cheong shouldn't have a job anywhere. This guy should be in jail, or at the very least, shunned from polite society. The fact that he has somehow slithered his way into yet another position of influence within the alternative media is an extremely worrisome sign. Does Raheem Kassam, publisher Will Chamberlain, and the rest of Human Events staff know about Cheong's past, or do they simply not care? Perhaps you should ask them yourselves. It includes a link to contact them about Mr. Ian Cheong's past adventures.
Well, to be fair, the part of the reason why Ian will probably never get put in jail is because of where he lives.
Yeah, that's true. Update. The global editor of Human Events, Raheem Kassam, has unofficially responded to this article by blocking me on Twitter. Oh! Yeah, and then includes a tweet there from Ralph. Sad. Blocked from Twitter. That's interesting. Wow. What do you guys take of this article? I'm going to ask specifically Skully first, because you are friends with, or somewhat... You know Ian.
Yeah, Ian and I are friends. Just because I am friends with someone doesn't mean I condone their actions. And a lot of the shit that he's done in the past, and even shit from before I knew him, I don't condone. Do I think that you should be trying to force somebody to not have a job? I don't agree. Do I agree that if Ian was in the United States, he would be put in jail? Maybe. But then again, it's been very notorious that people can get away with a lot of shit that they've done online without getting repercussions in the real world. Especially when you're thinking about stuff that happens internationally between Canada and the US versus both parties being in the US.
Yeah.
I respect Ralph for writing his article. I do think that his wording was too heated for me to respect him as a journalist.
I mean, it's coming from the Ralph retort, so I don't think it's the most professional.
I mean, that's my personal opinion, but I also do think that Ian is probably going to get roasted, quite heavily for this. quite heavily. And
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not gonna say this will be the only time I speak publicly about him or his new job.
All right. If I had to add to that, I don't think Ralph was necessarily like he agrees with like I'm not going to speak for
He
them, but this
straight
is my
up said,
personal content. That I think he was arguing that a guy who's done these malicious things in the past within his own industry shouldn't have a job in that industry. But then he went on to say stuff like he shouldn't be allowed in public or something. So yeah, I definitely.
Yeah,
see
he said
that.
he should be arrested, and like as much as I can understand. We can't get Zoom arrested. How do you think we're going to get Ian, who lives in Malaysia, arrested?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's not me doxing him. Like that's known.
Oh yeah, his docs is public. Not that don't obviously don't do anything, but it is pretty public information.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Don't go Google it though.
Yeah.
Don't be a dumbass.
Don't mess around with that. But yeah, there we go. A way to end off the show. Condone doxing. Guys, if you messed that up. If you enjoyed the show, I appreciate being back. It was a fun show tonight. We did about 2 hours. Let me go ahead and see if Tipster's live right now. Do we want to take some callers? Sure, why not?
We've had two of these callers.
All right.
And in their all show. Plus,
Let's bring in Tobes. Tobes, you're on the air.
Hi. I thought you were ending this.
I thought I was too, but they want to take callers, so why not?
Yes.
All right.
Did you want to talk to us after the stream?
I'm fine either way.
Okay.
All right.
Either way.
What do you think of the article? I'm curious.
It's funny. That's really about it. Two scumbags going at each other. I'm fine with it, really. It's just, as I said in the chat, Ralph's love for run-on sentences is annoying. It's just they don't stop. There are periods and commas that are swallowed, and it's so obvious when you read it, and especially because I do freelance work. I could never submit something like this.
Well, he does use a lot of language or something.
It's a good thing. Yeah. It's a good thing. It's on his own website.
Yeah.
It's a good article. I thought it was quite the enjoyable read. Like I said, I wouldn't even have. I didn't even know he wrote an article until DeOrio mentioned me.
Well, just remember, Augie, if you decide that like, since you're just getting out of high school, if you decide to do journalism, don't go Ralph or tort journalism because that's not real journalism.
What do you mean?
But neither is Ian Miles Cheong journalism. To be fair.
Not a truer sentiment has been echoed.
We need a journalism tier list. Ralph, F tier.
What, should I make one of those now too?
Journalism tier list. Wait, who do we have in the playing field besides like what do you throw Keemstar in there? He's an internet journalist.
God.
That would be complete AIDS. Scarce.
Oh, hey Toby. We talked about James Charles like an hour
not
ago.
again.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm
Okay,
saving
thank
it for something
God,
else.
because I'm done with this. It's over. Kill it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Augie's
We already said our criticisms. Anyway, we have two more callers that's been in there for hours.
Yeah, that's right. We should. They're probably AFK, but let's bring them in anyway. Deficient, you're on the air. What's going on, man?
Hello.
Hey, how you doing, man? What you got? This is really freelance, whatever. Ask us any question, whether it be drama we discussed on the show in the past 2 hours or just anything. I don't give a fuck.
I was watching the movie Hypocrites from 1915, but it was pretty good. I was thinking about, do you think that ProJared would take down every video about him? Like,
with the call.
Ooh, maybe.
Right. Maybe.
Wouldn't be the best call.
It wouldn't be the best call, but I could see him doing it.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him, but it seems like if he's gonna do that, it would have happened already.
He has the face of doing it. I mean, if you look at him and if you look how he acts, I think he has the perfect timing of trying to take down every video about him. Like with other people that try to like who was it that tried to take Onision?
Yes. Yes.
Onision
effectively trying to silence Repsion.
What a fucking cunt. Jesus Christ.
Amen.
All right. Well, thank you.
I mean,
all right, good call.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Jared's the type of person to do that.
It's Skully.
There's so many people. There's so many videos though that I don't know if he would even bother at this point. Maybe he would target like one big video in particular, like Drama Alert or something. But it wouldn't be a smart idea. But he isn't known for being smart, to be fair. So
Yeah.
Skully, what happened?
I went to go mute myself because my son wanted to say something, and I accidentally hung up.
Nice.
Good job.
All right, let's rush through these callers because they've been waiting for a while. We'll bring in Timmy B. What's going on, Timmy?
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Yo, what's going on, man? What you got?
Hey, so I just got someone to say, Tommy C is a fucking liar, bro. Bowblax did nothing wrong, okay? Okay. I got raped at Jake Paul's party, okay?
Well, good to know.
Well,
how do you feel now, Tommy? You got to issue a statement?
God damn it.
Are you gonna put out another partial retraction?
Oh.
What partial?
Oh, come on. Oh, okay. All right, let's go.
How partial of a
He
retraction?
posted.
I know. I did see he had to apologize. I've been out of the internet for the past Sunday and pretty much all of Monday. So
I want to believe we're going to talk about Holly's tweets in a later show.
Yes. I don't know.
We want to go over them first.
Yeah.
Hell,
Because I mean, we could just sit here and read every
later.
tweet, but I think I'd rather hang myself
Actually,
instead of doing that. So
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna ask the stream. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to stream going over the tweets later on my Twitch stream.
put a 1.
30 plus screenshots in counting.
Habanabe's hard at work archiving all this.
All right.
All right, while we
Great
wait for those
expression
ones to
has
come
been
in, let
there
me go ahead and
forever.
bring in Amy Wolf because she made fan art for us.
Oh. Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Amy
Oh
Wolf, you're
yeah,
on the
that's
air.
so cute.
Hello, sweetheart.
Oh gosh. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome back. Yeah, welcome back,
Yeah.
Augie. I just say that all the Holly tweets are a mess. And it's
Yeah.
now there's a lot of them, and I read all of them, and it just makes the whole situation more worse.
How could that even
I
happen?
cannot wait. I'm gonna start screenshotting them.
All right, well, I'm gonna
so
find
bad.
Scully's Twitch here and
Yeah.
put that in the
I'm
chat.
gonna eat dinner and then I'll probably go over them.
Whoops. There we go.
So if Bowblax, if you want to hang out on there, you later when I go to stream, and Augie if you want to too, because
sure.
Yeah.
holy crap.
But
I
yeah,
can only handle so much
it's a big ass mess. But
Amen.
Augie, welcome back. Congratulations on graduating high school. Here to
I
tell
made
you now,
it.
It doesn't get better because I'm
It
in
gets
college
worse.
and it sucks. But
Yeah, amen. Amen.
but as long as you don't do nothing fucking stupid, then you should be all right.
Well,
So don't say
It's
well.
Augie we're talking about, so he's gonna
You're
do
right.
something fucking stupid.
Augie, don't be AIDS.
as long as they
Please.
don't find the
Augie,
channel.
don't be Augie.
You're gonna say the N-word on campus.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there's a good chance he will.
Honestly. Has anyone ever listened to our private voice calls?
Don't do him like that, Mr. G.
I mean, I could just release that one
thanks.
clip.
Which
Well,
clip? No! All right. Abort. Okay.
This was an awesome show back. Augie, I'm still working on that picture with you with pink hair. Don't think you escaped.
Yes, Michael! Yes! I love her!
No.
I'm really excited for you guys' next shows and Twitch streams and all
Well,
that.
thank you. I do appreciate that a lot.
Of course. I'll see you guys on the
Yeah,
next show.
thank you.
No problem.
Bye, sweetheart.
Bye.
Bye.
She's really nice.
She is. If anyone hasn't seen her fan art of the RFC crew, go
Let me see
to
if I can
her
pull it up.
Twitter.
Right now. I'm gonna see if I can pull it
It's
up
so
right now.
fucking cute. I love it.
Let's bring in the last color, the Greatest Russian Spy, while I go and find that art. He's usually muted, so we'll see what happens. Well,
And he's muted.
come on, dude. I've given you like 50 chances at this point.
Russia.
Hello.
Yo,
Hello.
is this the first time you've actually called in and you're not, like, you didn't get thrown out?
No, this is a.
Because he's on mobile, I think.
Good to know. Well, what you got, man?
He just left, you dumbass.
Yeah. He's on mobile, I think. Remember? That's the issue with him.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know why that mobile thing happens. All right, well, there we go. We got through all the colors. Let me see if I can pull that art up just to show you guys.
Imagine if he comes back.
Let's see. Oh, I think I found the Yamal Shung Nazi thing by accident.
Oh yeah, send it to me.
Yeah. Let me see.
Because I'm definitely willing to take a look.
Today's like the time that Augie mentioned it on streams. The maybe the third or second time today that I've heard that claim.
What's that? Yamal Shung being a Nazi?
Yeah, and it's not even. A lot of people are gonna say left wing circle. No, it's just some fucking. But the people who are following me that are right wing, when I retweeted something about Ian, they were just saying that he's an actual Nazi. It's not. He was an actual Nazi at some point.
There's the art, by the way. Take a look at that.
It's beautiful.
Isn't that so cute? She even got my pink hair, even though I haven't dyed it in months.
I think Bowblax is my favorite. He just looks so like...
He looks like an evil anime villain, and I live for it.
Dude, he's ready to go.
Yeah, dude.
You should just change your profile picture, Bowblax, to
You
that.
got better glasses in the art than you do in real life.
In real life,
Yeah.
And even Topes agrees.
Yeah, I've had these frames for like 5+ years. I'm probably gonna change them or get contacts.
Yeah.
In early 2018?
Wait, what?
Sorry.
What?
Sorry. I'm reading through the tweets, and I just read early 2018, so while she was still married to Ross.
Yeah.
They were fucking?
They were
when she was still married.
Yeah, we know that from Heidi's tweets before. We know that from Heidi's
Well,
tweets.
no. We thought everything happened in October.
Oh no, Heidi mentioned January 2018 as well.
Shows you how much I was keeping track of this shit.
Okay, let's see. I
They
put
were
up...
still streaming.
So Ralph's like fighting someone in my mentions right now, and so that's why I found this. He linked an article.
shit.
Gamer Rings chief blames gamers.
No.
for his Nazi
That's
past.
his article. That's his article.
Is
It's
this?
his article, and there's no screenshots.
I said some
There's
gross
just a
shit
screen-
while young.
See? That's the only screenshot that he has, and that's from 2014. There's no screenshots of any actual tweets. I looked at that already.
Let me just like do it. What happens if I type Ian Miles Cheong Nazi tweet or something? Nazi. Just type Nazi.
Nazi.
Let me
He's
see.
a nasty.
Ralph claims
Allegedly.
he's a Nazi. I use the RalphRetort.com as my source.
This reminds me of like debate class where you have to like source everything and like everyone
Yes,
would source like
exactly.
Wikipedia.
Yeah.
I just come
Yeah,
in.
yeah. I know someone who sources Wikipedia for their shit.
I mean, holy crap! I've never actually, like, back when I was in debate, like, Wikipedia was like barely a thing.
Nerds.
Yes.
Looking through a bunch of screenshots. I'm on Encyclopedia Dramatica though. Holy shit. I'm not finding tweets, but I'm finding a lot of interesting things. All right, whatever.
I think
I'll look for this off stream.
It's a legitimate Nazi in 2019. Okay, like,
He was probably just
I
saying
think
that just
that's
to
a
fuck
safe
around,
bet.
to be honest. He was probably just saying that just to fuck around.
That's a big claim to be fucking around with, though.
Yeah, but it's a blog post. It's not like investigative journalism.
And it's Ralph. It's just
Thou hast a point.
Exactly.
Good article, though. All right, guys, you got anything to plug? I mean, I just plugged Skully's Twitch. She'll be going over Holly. Yeah, that's her name. Holly's
Holly
new
Conrad,
tweets.
yeah.
So yeah, if you want to check out Skully's Twitch, she'll be going live covering that with Bowblax or something like
Anybody
that.
who wants to come in,
Guys,
pretty much.
we're on Monday, Wednesday, Friday now. So I'll catch you guys on Wednesday in the middle of the week. I'm going to see if I can schedule some guest appearances because it's been a while since we've done something like that. Maybe some debates. I've been thinking about doing some lighthearted debates over some stupid stuff just to have some fun with people and kind of bring some people on the show, have some fun. You know, April was like a really contentious time, so I think it'd be only, healthy or something like that.
Monday will be my last stream because I start my new job now on Tuesday of next week because Monday's
All
Memorial
right, we got
Day.
you for 3 more. 3 more. Let's see. What else do I have?
Officially 3 more. I don't know what my final schedule is going to be.
Wednesday morning, I'll be starting daily on Twitch and posting daily clips to Red Fox Comms. So sub to that channel. Get to 8,000 subs. We're like 3/4 of the way to 10K. I'm going to try to get 10K by summer, but we'll see what happens. It'd be nice. And other than that, yeah, sub to Bowblax, sub to Mystic, sub to Tobes.
Oh, Brandon and Cat and I are doing something cool soon. So if you haven't subbed to Brandon and Cat already, y'all should do that.
Ooh.
Tobe's got a brand new video cooking up, right?
2 actually,
Ooh.
and it depends. I have finals in 2 days, so we'll see where it goes. You know.
All right.
Is one of them going to be your rant of Game of Thrones?
No. Well, one of them is a Kevin Smith video, just
Ooh.
dissecting his career, and the other is a secret project I'm working on at the moment.
Sweet.
All right. Well, all good. All good. Yeah. See you guys Wednesday. Take care, everyone.
See ya.
Good night.